The once great Rocky Balboa said, it's not what you do when you're down, but it's what you do when you get back up. And for a long time, the Millersville Marauders were down, and now they're going to try and go 2-0 for the first time in their opening 2 games since 2003. They're looking for a 4-game win streak, which would almost come near their 2002 streak of 5 games. So it's been a while since the Marauders have been in this kind of territory. But Hunter, as we go into this game today, there's one person on the Millersville football team that we think is going to make a big difference today, and that's Kevin Wiggins.
Good old Kevin Wiggins. He is obviously the offensive star for Millersville. He's the second fastest player to ever reach 80 catches in his career in his first 2 seasons. He has 2 consecutive catches every game for the past 22 games.
Number 42, Tim Johnson, and number 75, Cameron Knapp. For your Marauders, number 5, Rob Varner, number 15, J.J. Page, number 34, Sean
So, of
Dugan,
course, the Millersville Marauders will look to give the ball to Kevin Wiggins today as they play the Seton Hill team, who comes into Millersville with a 1-0 victory as well, and they're looking to go 2-0. But their team is a little bit more well-rounded than Millersville's in a lot of aspects. They got a lot of players that they can give the ball to rather than just 1 or 2. So it's going to be interesting today as we see if J.J. Page can kind of navigate the field a little bit and see if he can get the ball downfield to more than just one person and be able to elude the Seton Hill defense.
The Seton Hill is a very passing forward momentum type of team, and we have one of the best passing defenses, so this should be a good matchup.
Hill has won a toss and will defer. Good ball. Would you like to defend?
So now teams on the field taking the coin toss.
So the first, they will receive, Seton Hill will kick off, defend the scoreboard goal. Hands, good luck today.
And we're about to get underway.
At this time, you guys are going to please rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Now it's time for the national anthem. And with that, I think we're finally ready to get week 2 underway at Millersville. The Marauders last game, they won against Pace with a 28-7 victory. Hunter, they kind of cruised in that game. There wasn't too much of a competition, but now they're going to have to buckle down and really execute the small plays, the important plays, I should say.
Yeah, they were able to hold good old Pace University to scoreless until the 4th quarter, and I truly do not believe that's going to be the case here tonight. The Griffins are quite the offensive team, but we have a pretty good defense, and hopefully we'll be able to hold them up.
Speaking of the Griffins, they're also 1-0, like I said before. In their last game, they won against Bowie State, and that was a 50-48 score. So their high-powered offense was also met with another high-powered offense, and they were barely able to get away with a victory there. So I'm sure this game will have a different feel than that one there.
The Griffins,
so let's take a look at our quarterback for today, which is J.J. Page, Hunter. And J.J. Page is a big asset to this Millersville football team. He's sort of an athletic quarterback, and he can throw the ball as well.
He's able to scramble from the pocket. He doesn't need to just stand there and have his offensive line they need to do work for him, but he doesn't need them. They're not a crutch for him, and he can scramble, and he actually is second on the team for rushing yards. And here comes the kick, and the game will be underway.
All right, so we're about to get week 2, like I said, underway between the Marauders and the Seton Hill Griffins. And the kick is in the air.
And here we go.
It'll be received around the 5-yard line, and this is how we start the game. Finds a hole in the middle. He's got one defender to go around. And he's brought down at about the 45, excuse me, the 35, but a good opening drive for Millersville, and that's how we get this one underway.
His blockers were able to make some holes, and he was able to find the gap. Only had the kicker left to beat, but just couldn't quite make it.
That looked like that was number 36, Christian Kemp. He is going to be probably returning most of the kicks today. He's the freshman out of Lancaster, Pennsylvania. He's a local.
Marauders start first and
So
10.
now we'll get our first look at J.J. Page. He wears number 15.
And he'll probably be looking for his favorite receiver, number 1, Kevin Wiggins.
So here's the 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff. Fires for number 24 and bounces right off of him. That was to Phil Overton, a primary running back out of Redland. Expect to hear Phil Overton's name quite a bit today as well, Hunter. He is a huge, versatile guy for the Marauders. Not only is he a running back, but he leads the team in yards per carry, kickoff returns, and kick return yardage, including punt returns in 2015. So look for him to be all over the field today. So now Page again in a passing roll, over the middle. I think we might have a score here, folks. Touchdown Marauders! And you can raise the Jolly Roger. The
There it
Marauders are
is.
on top here in the first quarter.
Millersville strikes first with a nice cross slant down the field, and he broke free and just got open area and got that touchdown.
Just snuck in on the side of the
It was
pylon.
quite the
It
great
took a while
football play.
It took a while for the referees to make the call, but now the Marauders will try and make an extra point, and this is another interesting part of the Marauders game here. We look at the kicker for Millersville, and he makes the extra
makes
point,
it.
which is a typical thing he does make. He's also really good on the punts, but for whatever reason, when it comes down to shooting field goals, he can't do it. Hunter.
He can make the PAT. He hit his second longest punt of his career last game at 69 yards. But you're right, when it comes to open field goals, he just can't seem to hit the mark.
So a good early score for the Marauders. You'd probably like to see them burn more time off the clock, but I think they'll take the 7-0 lead to get this game underway.
I think they'll take the points.
Hey, Marauder fans, join me in welcoming the pride of the Marauders marching band.
And this is kind of contradictory to what we've been saying for the first 10 minutes of this game about how they're going to feed the ball to Kevin Wiggins. And Kevin Wiggins was not part of one play on that drive.
Nope. I believe that was a 3-play drive. And they got down there and they scored.
So now we're going to see Seton Hill try to return a kick here. Hopefully not to the extent that Millersville is able to do.
Hopefully we can hold him to a short game. Now last game he booted this thing to the back of the end zone, so we'll see if he has the leg strength to do it again.
We're going to find out here. Runs up. And the kick is a high, deep drive. Not quite to the back of the end zone, but right around the 10-yard line. And he finds a hole in the middle. Looking towards the outside, breaks a tackle along this sideline. Tried to break another tackle, but he's going to be brought down right around the 35-yard line.
It appears both kickoff teams can't seem to stop. They can't seem to get a stop.
Well, both teams have very solid kick returners. They're both some of the best in their divisions.
Now, speaking of defense, last week, Jaleel Robinson, freshman, named Player of the Week after 2 pick sixes. I look forward to seeing what he can do here on this defensive drive.
1st and 10 for the Griffins. The 35-yard line.
So like I said before, they'll go 1st and 10 from the 35. A little bit of A little bit of information on the Seton Hill quarterback, Christian Strong. He is an interesting story. He's a redshirt junior, and he is from Brampton, Ontario. That's right, Canada, folks. They grow quarterbacks there.
I thought only maple syrup and hockey players came from that area.
Yeah, but here's the thing. He's not a bad quarterback, Hunter. This team scored 50 points last game.
He threw for 447 yards last game, which is the most of any quarterback in week 1.
So
I
guess Canada grows some pretty good quarterbacks.
I would guess so. First play is a pass.
And the first play is going to be just short of a first down, so an excellent first throw for the quarterback, Christian Strong.
Pass complete to number 11, Ty George.
That was Ty George on the catch, coming up just short of a first down. Oh, and excuse me, they are going to give the first down there. It looks like he came up a little bit short there, Hunter.
Yes, it did, but I guess he got the forward progress.
So now the snap, and tries to feed a short pass to the outside, and it's brought in, but then slips out of the hands.
Check out that short little shuffle pass out there. Would have been a great little play, but
that looked like Michael Benton Ferguson, the wide receiver. Michael Benton Ferguson is also the kick returner, and he was the one that brought that good 30-yard drive there to open up the Seton Hill offense. Some action across the line of scrimmage. Here's the snap. Hands off to the outside. Looks like a first down and maybe more. It might be a lot more, folks, and Seton Hill's on the board.
Touchdown, Seton Hill.
And Seton Hill will answer right back in their opening drive and get 6 on that.
They ran a nice sweep there, and Millersville had no defense to stop him. He ran to the outside. Everyone swarmed, then he cut back in the middle, and no one was able to bring him down.
So now they'll try for the extra point to try and tie up the game here. Real early, still 13 minutes left to play in the first quarter.
At this pace, we might be looking at a slugfest here.
And there's the kick, and it's good.
An extra point is good.
So, Hunter, maybe it'll be an offensive route today. Maybe we'll be in for an exciting one.
We might be in for a treat here.
Millersville 7, Seton Hill 7. Millersville Athletics would like to welcome their good friends at Northwestern Mutual to today's game. Thank you for your continual support of Millersville Athletics. Set to kickoff number 39, Santiago Fidel.
All right, Hunter, as Millersville gets ready to receive the kickoff here, let's talk a little bit about the rushing yards. Obviously, at the top of the Millersville charts is Phil Overton, but who's the second guy on that list?
Good old J.J. Page, the quarterback.
And what does that do to an offense when your quarterback has the capability to throw and also run to a high ability?
It makes things a lot easier because if there's too much coverage downfield, he can always just read that and break free. And then also, if there's too much pressure coming from the outside, he can scramble away and hopefully find an open man after that blitz.
And last year, Phil Overton did quite a bit of that. He was tops of that list. Maybe not the top rusher on the team, but definitely in the top 3 of rushing yards on the Millersville Marauders football team last year. So that says a lot about his game and what kind of quarterback he really is. If you were an NFL team, is that the kind of guy that you'd be looking at to maybe draft, maybe not in a first round, but in a future round, probably later in the draft?
Personally, I'd say yes, because you look at Cam Newton or Michael Vick in his heydays, they were unstoppable. You send a blitz, he runs the outside, finds an open man, or he breaks free.
All right, so now the Millersville offense back to work after a quick couple minutes there. J.J. Page fires to the near side here, and it went through 3 sets of hands.
Yeah, they tried to run that little bubble screen a lot last game, and it did work, but right there, he just simply couldn't get his hands on the ball.
So they're going to try again from the line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10 to go.
That pass was intended for Phil Overton, but just couldn't get his hands on it. Now we see Kevin Wiggins on the far right.
I will try again here. He's going to hand it off. And he faked the handoff, fooled us, and he tried to go up the gut and brought down.
Might have been a loss of one or just simply got back to the line.
Yeah, well, now they're going to have to really buckle down here, 3rd and 10.
Sheldon Snell comes out on the field. We might see a nice screen out of him. Maybe a couple blocks.
There's Kevin Wiggins wearing number 1. He sets up on the near side here. Look for J.J. Page to try and find him. Drops back, pressure in the pocket, and he dips down. So now they'll play at a 4th down. Probably a kick coming here.
I would assume they go safe here and punt. Now, as we spoke earlier, the punter is able to drive some punts quite deep, so he might be able to get a nice punt out of this and push him way back.
4th down for the Marauders.
The wind's not coming, going
wind
end zone to end zone. It's kind of going across the field right now. The wind's at our back, so it's coming from our side across the field to the bench of the Griffins. But that is a high, deep punt.
Fair catch.
50 yards or
Well,
so.
he muffs it.
Drops it. It looks like Millersville almost regained possession. We'll see here when this play comes up, but it was awful close.
Yeah, the Griffins, he went to fair catch, and then he muffed it, and we almost came out with it, but I believe the Griffins still have ball.
But another good, deep punt from Millersville. That one almost 53 yards or so.
Now, if the Griffins go to the air, they might be looking for wide receivers Adriel Brown or Malik Scott. Combined last week, they had 282 yards receiving, with 4 different players catching at least 1 touchdown pass in their last outing. So their air game seems to be what they like.
Well, like you said, how many yards did you say that
They had 447.
So Christian
just in the
Strong
air.
He's got an arm, and you see it there as he goes for a 1st down.
Appears to be a gain of about 12.
Strong's pass complete to number 10.
Just getting in there on the sideline.
And as we spoke, Millersville had one of the best defenses in the league last year, but
From the 39-yard line.
it'll be put to the test tonight.
Yeah, we'll really see how the Millersville defense does today, because this is a team that loves to throw, like you just said, and it's going to take a lot of effort from backfield to try and stop them. And almost breaks 2 tackles there, but brought down at about a 6 or 7 yard gain. Wind's really blowing up here.
Wind's blowing quite strong up here at the booth.
Only a few yards here for a 1st down. Strong hands the ball off, and
Number 18, Jarvis McClam.
Appears it'll be a 1st down. And it is. Ooh.
looks
Yes,
like
it
they
is.
do.
Now
So
Miller's-
1st down for the Griffins, and starting to get near the red zone here. Still with
Millersville's
a
defense.
ton of time to play.
Yeah, Millersville's defense has 8 returning starters from last year's season. So that goes to show how they were really building last year, and they were pretty darn good. So hopefully this year they'll be even better.
So what do you think that says, especially for today's game? Do you think they should know what the drill is here, as per se?
What a grab.
That was a great catch, and a 1st down, and maybe some more.
Wow.
That
That was
was
nice.
Jarvis McClam, a wide receiver running back. He's going to be in the game a bunch today, and that was a fantastic
That
catch.
was a fantastic one-handed grab in the backfield. I thought for sure that was going out of bounds.
I'm sure half the battle was just making sure that it didn't go out of bounds, just keeping it in play, and getting
Wow.
the 1st down and a little bit more.
Oh my.
So now not quite 1st and goal. But looking for the end zone here as he goes deep, and no catch.
Pass goes incomplete.
See who that was that stopped that.
Marauders, number 6, Jared
It
Satterfield.
was Jared Satterfield, who's a usual starter, and he is also the team leader in tackles with 5, and that just went up a little bit more right there, and probably will as the game goes on.
Now the Griffins have only ran the ball once so far, if I stand corrected, but We'll see if they continue their shotgun formation. No backs in the backfield, so we'll see what happens here.
Looking to throw it. Christian Strong gets the snap over the top, and he finds his receiver, and he's
Oh, it's a
down.
fumble.
The ball comes loose.
The ball comes loose. Millersville's breaking free.
And now down the sideline, it's Jaleel Robinson.
I was just about Jaleel Robinson. That's his 3rd interception in 2 games.
Jaleel Robinson gets another pick, not for 6.
Not
though,
for 6 this time, but
the Millersville Marauders will
nonetheless,
take that
still
out of
a
Robinson.
very happy moment for this man. I was just about to say how Seton Hill seems to really like the quick
Hunter,
slants.
for the viewers at home, what goes into a player like Jaleel Robinson? Is it basically being in the right place at the right time? Is it reading the play beforehand? What is it that puts him in the right spot so many times over and over again?
It just seems he knows what he's doing out there. He's reading the plays. He knows where he needs to be, and just
24-yard line.
good things will happen when you know what you're doing.
So the offense will get back on the field here after almost giving up another 7.
Here's a keeper.
And Page looked like he was about to throw it, then slipped out of the pocket easily for a gain of 3 or 4.
Not quite sure if that was a design play or not, but nonetheless, gain of about 3.
Stopped on a play by number 42, Tim Johnson. And number 92, Keyshawn Petit.
I think one of the things that Millersville was real happy about Jaleel Robinson for is something that wasn't in their control, and that's the fact that he's a freshman. Hunter, what is that? What does that bode well for Millersville in the future? Maybe a better defense in the years to come.
I sure hope so. And when you see young talent like that, you can just only hope that that'll bring more young talent each year, and we'll get a better and better recruiting class for years. And we'll hopefully build a powerhouse years down the road.
Stop number 25, David Goodsmore.
Page goes to the near side to Wiggins and is brought down quite easily, and now we have a 3rd down and 7.
Page last week opened with a career high of 24 completions, and so that's gotta be a little confidence booster to set a new mark for yourself, and then come in next week on that high.
Sets up with a receiver in the backfield, and Page finds a hole and isn't going to get much on the play.
Maybe 1 yard if he's lucky.
And now
there's
the
a
kicking
flag.
team will come out. And we got
Flag
a
has come out.
after the play. Hunter, what could this be?
I truly have no idea.
The flag came out well after the play.
Well, yeah.
The flag came out as the kick team was running onto the field.
So we're gonna see what it's on.
From
what I'm hearing, it might be on the Griffins.
On the Griffins, you're right.
But we could be corrected, so.
So we're going to find out here.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 44, defense. Automatic first
So
down.
unsportsmanlike conduct given to number 44. That's Tyler Affa, the sophomore from White Hill, Pennsylvania.
Unsportsmanlike conduct foul game.
Oh. Wow.
I believe he might have just been ejected.
Well, that's something I've never seen before, Hunter.
In all my years here at Millersville, I've never seen a player get ejected out of a game.
Well, Tyler Affa is going to find himself going to the showers today. The referees are having none of that today, I'm sure. It's too hot to have that kind of nonsense here today, Hunter. And now
Back
Page
to Kevin.
over
Oh!
the middle, and Wiggins drops it.
Page's pass goes
Kevin
incomplete.
Wiggins.
Intended for number 1,
Page
Kevin
fed
Nice.
Wiggins almost perfectly, and Wiggins couldn't bring it down. He had it in the cradle, and it pops right out.
They ran a nice little play action pass there, and Kevin was wide open, just couldn't bring it in. Now, he had trouble with that last week. Had an wide open reception in the back of the end zone. Just simply dropped it. He made up for it, made another catch later, but
Is that a mental thing? Is
It's-
that a play calling thing? Is that something that he doesn't know the playbook all that well and he's hesitant? What does that come down to when you're starting to drop balls like that?
I think it's just mental, really. Oh, he's breaking free, but
So Page scrambles and is going to go, wow, way high.
overthrows him.
Page's pass goes incomplete. Intended for number 36, Christian Kemp.
That was intended for the kick returner, Christian Kemp, who is playing a little
Third
bit
down
of
and 10.
offense today. And that one, Page had to scramble a bit and ended up airmailing the ball into the Griffins bench. So now Millersville with another 3rd down.
And that's very unlike Page that overthrows, man. He came in 3rd last year with the highest completion percentage in the league, so to see him overthrow someone is just unlike him.
Well, he's got a couple of players in the backfield here. Oh, nice blitz
That was a
play,
great
and there's
blitz.
another flag on the play.
Page sacked on the play by number 42, Tim Johnson.
So Tim Johnson comes through straight through the middle of the line and gets Page.
Looked
Page
as if
almost
everyone
looked
was
startled
standing
there.
still, yeah. Page just simply dropped, didn't want to take the sack there.
But the flag's still on the play.
Punting team, excuse me, comes out. It's on the offense, I believe it was holding.
Holding on the play. All right. So now the punter will come out.
Good old
and
Evan Stahl.
Kicks another
Nice
good
high
one.
shot,
High
fair
indeed.
catch called. And they'll get
Good
it about
call,
the 30.
Good call by the Griffins.
Fair catch made by number 18, Jarvis
And
McLeod.
I don't know if you caught that on the field a little bit there, but towards the back end of that play, there was a couple players that got into a little bit of a scrum, I guess I should say, there towards the Millersville bench. Was I the only one that caught that?
I guess I didn't see. I was looking at the fair catch. I didn't see.
Might have some bad blood today, Hunter.
Oh, this has been a great game so far. 7-7
It's
still.
got to be the heat.
It's
gotta
gotta
be
be
the
the heat. There's some great looking clouds out there. 7:41 left here. American flag's flying. Great day for some college football.
All right, so the Griffins will set up at the 30. And he's going to hand the ball off and run it up the gut, and a gain of about 7.
Jarvis McLeod on the carry.
That's about the 3rd running play they've ran so far. And it appears when they do run, they are successful, but I think it's just that mindset of they're going to pass, and then when they do run, it just might throw them off guard.
2nd down and 3.
If you're a quarterback to the caliber of Christian Strong, where you got an arm and you know you can hit your passes, and you did last game.
Oh, he's scrambling. No one seemed to pick this
as
up.
Christian Strong
Flags
runs-
out. Flags have
As
been
I was
thrown.
just talking about him, Christian Strong runs up the field, but there's a flag on the play. I saw one being thrown.
Now that seemed to be a nice gain of about, I'd say, about 20 yards. He just simply ran out of the backfield. Everyone was looking at the running back.
But we'll see what this flag is. This might affect something here. Probably a holding
If
call.
it doesn't affect the offense, that was a wonderfully drawn play. The defense had no idea the quarterback had the ball.
Was a holding call.
Holding on the.
10-yard. Replay 2nd down.
It will
So they're gonna
replay
get
2nd down.
I'm gonna get a replay here. I was right; it was a holding call. So that great run by Christian Strong is gonna go for naught. As I was saying before the flag, when you're a quarterback to the caliber of Christian Strong and you know that you can throw,
So it'll be 1st down, Seton Hill.
and the referees
Has
interrupt me again, and now they're gonna play 1st down for Seton Hill.
It was a loss of 10 yards. So it was about a gain of 20. They brought him back 10. The
But
ball
they
will be on about
negated
the.
it.
Yeah, the ball will be about the 48, and it'll be 1st down for the Griffins.
Well, that's one that you just shake your head and you say, okay. Okay. You're Christian Strong, you can throw like that. Does it bother you that the coach keeps calling for running plays when you know you can throw the ball?
No, because you gotta. If you only throw, then they're just gonna keep knowing you're gonna throw. You gotta throw a little running play in there every once in a while. You gotta surprise the defense, and it's also a nice break because you don't want to. Imagine if you're pitching, you don't want to pitch a full game and then next game just keep pitching. You want to have a nice break every once in a while. So a run play is nice. You get to, and also the fake run plays like that. He gets to run the ball a bit, and I'm sure he likes doing that with
And
his
a 1st
speed.
down as he breaks the tackle and is brought offsides. Excuse me, out of bounds.
Number 7,
About 30
Kendall
yards
Marks with the
downfield.
stop there.
Kendall Marks.
Kendall Marks with a stop there. Number 7.
On the play is a Seton Hill 1st down.
That was number 18, Jaleel Robinson again. Coming down with the catch and running it upfield. 6:17 here to go in the first quarter. It's a 7-7 game.
Ball's
But
on the 20.
much more than just the score here in the first. We've had already an ejection.
We've had an ejection.
today.
We've had a Millersville touchdown. We've had a Griffin's touchdown.
We've had whatever that was in the last 30 seconds where they ran it downfield, they brought it back, interrupting my story. Well, it's been an eventful first quarter so far. I can only hope that we have just an eventful second, third, and fourth as well.
Ball's on the 18 here, so assuming they'll pass, but we'll see.
Second down, he's going to hand it off right up the gut, breaks 2 tackles, and is finally brought down. We'll see if they give him a first down.
Number 28, Evan Bird on the carry.
Like I said before, the run game just seems Millersville doesn't have an answer for it. They just seem to. I think they're probably averaging at least 5 yards a carry on this. But when it comes to passing, we at least have somewhat of a plan.
What I'm noticing though is when the Griffins run the ball, more times than not, it's going right up the gut.
Right up the gut.
It's not going around the side. They're going right up the middle. So there's got to be a flaw somewhere in that defensive line.
Run it again, I believe, for a gain of nothing. But
Evan Bird went over the top of the line that time, so that's one way to do it. And a first down.
We might have a player down, and we do. That's a shame. You never want to see this.
And I don't know who that is down right now.
It's a Marauder.
He looks like he's in some significant pain.
You never like to see this.
Take a little bit of a timeout here and hope that we don't have a serious, significant injury, but he is not looking awesome.
Attention fans, could Rasheed Johnson please report to the track and find an event staff worker? Again, Rasheed Johnson, please report to the track and find an event staff worker. Thank you.
Now, I can't tell from here who's down, but he appears to be in some.
Can you tell who that
he's
is
coming
down?
up number 20. PJ Santos. He's a returning player from last year. He seems to be up now. His right arm seems to be out. He's cradling his right arm, but hopefully it's.
He knocked the wind out of him a bit.
Hopefully that's all it is. PJ Santos is a returning player from last year. One of the defensive strong suits. Hopefully he'll be able to come back soon.
All right, well, still a game to play. The Griffins first and goal here.
Ball's on the 10.
First and goal.
There's
Another running play.
A handoff and brought down. Not a gain of much.
It'll be second down and I'd say 8 maybe. We'll find out for sure. But do you think they're gonna just keep trying to pound it in, or do you think they're gonna try to do another little quick slant right in the end zone?
Are you making a call right now?
I think they're probably gonna go for another little quick slant. It appears to be what they like to do on these short little drives, but you never know.
All right, well, we'll take that call, Hunter. We'll see what they do here. They got some players in the backfield.
There's a motion. Tight end.
There's the slant to the outside. Breaks a tackle. Breaks 2 tackles and is
he's
brought down
down
for a loss of yards. So you had the right call,
They
but
went for a counter there and just.
not the right result.
Number 55, Tanner Dean, and number 7, Kendall Marks. Brings up a third down and goal to the Griffins.
Number 33, Tim Esham coming on for number 44, Logan Kisner. Not too sure what the sub's about. Maybe it's just fatigue. Maybe it's just a planned call. We'll see.
We've been a little bit spotty on the defense so far, but I'll tell you what, the last time that they were this close to goal, they thwarted them away, and they're going to have another chance here, third down and goal, to probably keep this game tied. We
Big
hope.
pass up over
And
the top.
up in the air, and it's
Down.
no good.
No.
No good.
What great defensive play.
Number 3, Malik Scott.
And Alpha Khan waving his arms as well for a no good. And now fourth down.
Now, Alpha Khan's name was brought up a bit last week for his great defensive pressure and play. So it's nice to see week after week so far. Even though it's only been 2 weeks, he's keeping that up.
So they'll bring the kick team
And
out.
now on to attempt the field goal.
Now you hear the fans chanting, "Block that kick." We can only hope.
Well, they didn't block the kick, but it is through the pylons, and it is good. And the Griffins will take a lead here with 3 minutes left to play in the first.
9 remaining in the first quarter. Your score.
And welcome back to the MUTV coverage of the Seton Hill and Millersville Marauder Week 2 football game. I'm Ian Roth alongside my good friend and football analyst Hunter Connolly. Hunter, it's a hot one here today, but we're only in the first. We got a long way to play as Seton Hill finds itself up 3 points on the Marauders, 10-7. And the Marauders offense coming out for probably one more drive here in the first.
I hope they can get a good kick return here. They obviously on that opening one got a huge yardage.
Something is developing down on the field right now. We've been waiting for the kick for a couple minutes. The kicker for Seton Hill is having a conversation with the referee. I don't know if the referees were in the right place because they just ran out onto the field. So now they're giving the okay. That was a little strange. We've seen some strange things today already here in the first. We've had an ejection, and that came to number 44, Tyler Affa from the Griffins for some unsportsmanlike conduct. We've seen some weird penalties that have negated each other. We've seen some good football, though, nonetheless. And
Kick
a
is up and
high, deep kick almost in the end zone. It'll be received by the returner cleanly and
It's about
will
to
be
the
brought
20,
up to about
21.
the 20.
Kickoff return by
It seems-
36, Christian Kemp. Stopped on a play
Steve
by
Christian Kemp is
45.
quite the kick returner. We obviously saw in that opening drive, the opening kick, that he knows how to find holes and he knows how to break free. But there he did a nice job of just getting to the 20, getting pretty good starting position for his team, and he's doing a great job so far.
A little bit of a timeout. We'll talk with the coaches about what they want to do on this drive, probably. Millersville coaching staff, head coach Greg Breitbach in his 4th year. He's kind of the mastermind behind this whole team. He really knows what he's doing, and he's an excellent coach, and obviously that's paid off the last 3 games as Millersville is on a 3-game win streak, looking to make it 4. I said at the top of the show that would be their longest win streak since 2002, Hunter,
Where they had
when
5.
they won 5 in a row.
We're talking about a great football dynasty here, folks.
Five in a row for the Millersville Marauders would be an excellent accomplishment, but they got to work on this one right now that they're trailing in 3.
Pass, pass, pass. He moved.
There's another handoff. Gain about 2.
End up good for the 25, Sheldon Snell.
So Sheldon Snell tries to go up the gut a little bit and
Stop number
gets
94,
stopped
Alex Natia.
here. Now 3rd down. Hunter, what do you see coming here? A deep pass? Some I don't know if you can do anything other here than try and go deep.
For the Marauders.
It's
They're
3rd
kind
and
of
8.
stuck back in their territory here.
Yeah, it's 3rd and 8. The run game doesn't seem to be working too well for us tonight.
Well,
We got 3.
there's your main man.
3 far side,
Kevin
Wiggins near side. 1 blocker in the backfield. Most likely looking at some sort of just heave and hope for the best. It's quick slant to Kevin Wiggins, and he drops it again.
So
Takes
that
the
one
pass,
wasn't as bad as the last one that he dropped. That was right to him.
That one
took
was a
bit
little
of
bit,
effort.
yeah, that one was a little bit out of his way. He would have been spectacular catch. I don't know if it would have been for first down, but he had 2
All right, so here
defenders right
comes
on him.
the boot, Evan Stahl.
Wind blowing
Number 9.
Wind
essentially
blowing still in the same
directly
direction it
across
was.
the field. Not end zone, but sideline to sideline. So we'll see if that affects anything here.
Evan
But
Stahl averaged 49.3 yards on his 6 punts last week, and
Almost
that is
blocked.
a line drive much farther
no
than
fair
49
catch, looking
yards.
for the run. He gets a few blocks.
And he looks like he's going to run out of room and be forced out of bounds at the 45.
Seemed to be a return of about 15 yards there, I'd say. He got that first clean block, and then after that, he didn't seem to have anywhere to go, so he
Where
just
did
ran out
Evan
of
Stahl
bounds.
kick that from?
I want to say the 10.
That landed probably about the 25. Kid's got a foot.
Yeah, he's got a cannon for a leg. That's for sure. Too bad he has to use it so often.
A little bit more on Evan Stahl. He hit 2 punts yesterday that went over 50 yards. His longest that you said earlier in the show was 63, and 2 landed inside the 20-yard line last week, and that's impressive.
Almost picked off.
And a great defensive play there downfield.
Defending the play for the Marauders, number 20.
Slow to get up.
Alpha Khan.
Alpha Khan slow to get up here. That's
second down and 10.
Ref speaking with him. He appears to be fine.
Alpha Khan
trots it off. Number 48 comes in to get Alpha off.
Alpha Khan, I'll be
Sherman.
honest with you, Hunter, is one of those guys that is real under the radar for this team, but we've seen 2 plays so far from him. The one in the end zone that he was able to thwart, and now this one that he knocked down.
He almost had a good interception there.
Christian Strong over the middle and cannot come down.
Kendall Marks was right there for
the pass to Norman Darden.
Kendall Marks was right there for the defensive stop, even if he did make that miraculous snag.
Norman Darden is from Houston, Texas.
Oh wow, this team's from all across.
Went to Texas Tech High School, Hunter. The Seton Hill team, I was talking to you earlier, has players from all over the United States. I see names here from Florida, from Oregon, from Texas, New York.
It's a run straight up the middle.
They got talent from all over the United States, and a big hit as he goes down.
Appears it'll
probably
be
about
4th
3
and
or 4
1.
yards short, excuse me.
It appears they'll go for. They might punt it. They might go. They wouldn't go for it.
Number 33, Tim Esham.
Oh, it looks like they might be going for it here with 48 seconds left.
4th down for Seton Hill.
So you got 43 seconds left here, Hunter, as you just mentioned. What's your play call here? You looking to pass? You
Running
looking to
clock.
Run? You still have some time.
Yeah, running clock, 35 seconds left here in the first quarter. If I were them, I'd go straight up the middle with it, but they might do one of those quick slants like I was talking about. It's going to be quick slants.
They're going to go for it on 4th down, and they can't
it's
come down
incomplete.
for it. No flag on the play, and the Millersville defense comes up big again.
Jared Staterfield right there. Great block, great stop.
So now, better question. You got 26 to go now.
Got 26 left in the first quarter. They still have a second quarter. The ends will just switch around, but
what's your play now for Millersville with even less time? You go deep?
Down,
what are you doing here?
We're down by 3. We'll still have the whole entire second quarter here, so they'll be able to get 1, maybe 2 plays out of this quarter here. And then, I mean, it appears they might be going for it, but we got a motion to the near side. It's back.
JJ Page.
Sweeping handoff. And a gain of maybe just simply getting back to the line. I don't think he.
Versatile Phil Overton with the carry.
As you said earlier, Phil Overton is he's leading the team in rushing yards. His longest rush so far is only 15 yards, and JJ Page is right behind him with 11. So
obviously those numbers going up
that's
today.
the end of the first quarter. Your score: Seton Hill 10.
And there's the first quarter, folks, and it's going to stay at 10-7. But we're going to go to commercial break. When we come back on the other side, the second quarter, and more Millersville football. Once again, it's 10 points for the Seton Hill Griffins and 7 for the Millersville Marauders.
Mark Insurance, Wade Gamber Physical Therapy.
All right, well, welcome back to Millersville football, week 2 between Seton Hill and the Marauders, of course. You only missed 1 play to
good old
Kevin Wiggins.
Kevin Wiggins got a nice reception there, gain of about 13, broke a tackle or 2, but was brought down, and it's still first down, so we'll take it.
So with that, Hunter, let's start off the second quarter the same way we started the first quarter. We're talking about Kevin Wiggins, who just came down with the ball there. He is an invaluable asset to the Marauders. He cannot be understated in any way, shape, or form. What do you see out of Kevin Wiggins that is his strongest point?
Definitely his speed and his agility. Well, there was a loss of about 3 there on that play, but his speed and agility, his ability to just break free from a defender and then get the open space to get a wide open catch and just keep on going. But the fact that he has the moves to break around people, dance, it's very beneficial to him and the team. Now they're looking for a pass, but defense was too much. It was about a loss of 4.
So now 2nd down and 14.
There's a motion to the far side.
2 on the far side.
To Wiggins again.
Page to Wiggins, and it's brought down quickly for a loss of even more yards.
It's going to probably be 3rd and 16, I would say. Looks like they'll spot it at 15 back, so be 3rd and 15, but this is the kind of stuff you never see.
Now an interesting situation arises with one of the first times that we've seen a down that had to come from more than 10 yards, really. It's the first time in this game this happened, which I guess is a good point, especially for the Marauders that they haven't been brought back too many times.
Now, if they're looking for Kevin,
he's
really 2 for 5 so far this game. Josh back, he's looking for...
Right over the middle, and
That's
they're going to
first
get a
down, maybe more.
Breaks a tackle
Can he
down
get
the
there?
sideline, and
Touchdown.
in with a touchdown. The Marauders go back in front at under 6. You can raise a jolly run.
You better raise it. What a play there. Number 11, Nico, getting a quick slant there right down the middle. The 2 defenders run into each other. He breaks free down the sideline, and he's gone.
An incredibly clutch play by the Millersville offense puts them back on top, and now Evan Stoll will try and kick the extra point to put them up by 4 here. That would be 14-10 if we make the point here.
Here comes the snap. It's up.
It's up, and it's good. 14-10, Millersville Marauders.
This is the kind of football we've been waiting to see. You know, last year it was saddening to watch some of the games, but this is fun football. This is the kind of football everyone likes to watch. Good back and forth match. Both defenses on top of each other, both offenses.
So we're going to go to commercial here. Millersville 14, Seton Hill 10. We'll be right back. And welcome back to week 2. I'm Ian Roth alongside Hunter Connolly as the kickoff was just sent downfield, and Seton Hill returns it to about the 45. Hunter Connolly just trying to take my job. It's okay, Hunter. I mean, what can I say? We're all just trying to have a little fun up here, and I guess you can get into it if you want.
Yeah, so sorry about that. Just still had a little fun there during commercial break, just dancing around.
Hunter got a little excited last drive as the Marauders ended up scoring their 2nd touchdown of the game. Now 14-10, Marauders over Seton Hill.
From the 39-yard line.
Seton Hill, interesting fact, won last week. That was their first home opening win since 2010, Hunter. And they're kind of in the same boat as Millersville, because since 2009, they haven't won more than 2 games in the season.
So they're really showing why this game is quite the slugfest we're seeing so far, just back and forth. Can they go all 15 rounds toe to toe? We're gonna find out.
Isaac Collins, the head coach for Seton Hill, has turned this program around, I guess you could say.
He's also in his 4th year, just as Millersville. Both
year
head
before
coaches.
they hired Isaac Collins, they were 0-11.
Ooh.
but he has turned this program around. They've started winning games again. They're starting to climb the ladder back up, just kind of as Millersville is doing, the building talent, getting better, and maybe in a couple years, by the time you and I are in that fourth-year college students, we might see a Millersville team that wins 5-6 games a season.
Now this running back, number 18, Jarvis McClam, he's quite the explosive back. He just simply found a hole, juked and jived his way through the defense, and got another first down. This kid sure got some talent.
And Jarvis McClam, the senior, 4 years in, has been with head coach Isaac Collins all 4 years. So maybe that's something to do with the dynamic between player and coach. Would you agree?
Very true. That's, you know, it's when you have a head coach that the guys can rally around and really trust and get to know, then the players will play better. It's so when you've had the same coach for the past 4 years, you're really going to trust him and really believe in what he's saying.
And up again, number 26, Khalil Howard. Making the stop again, number 93, Drew Sieber.
All right.
1 yard gain.
So Seton Hill makes its drive down the field as we got a little distracted talking about the head coaches of either team, but now they're at a 2nd down and 9. Not quite, it's not quite 2nd and goal, but about 15 more yards to there, and he just tried to cut the deficit, and he might just have. We'll see if they come up short. It's incredibly close.
Norman Darden is a redshirt senior, and just showing why the redshirt program might be working out.
Christian Strong almost brought that team back in front as we were just talking about that. And
was there a flag on the
play? We're seeing touchdown symbols.
There was a whistle before the snap. I'm not quite sure what that was all about.
Number 9, Christian Strong on the carry.
So Christian Strong tried to run it through, but I don't think they're going to get the goal.
2nd down and goal.
So 2nd and goal. You try it again here. You just push it up the gut again.
Be the smartest thing to do, seeing how past 2 drives when they've been in the red zone.
And the running game has been strong.
The running game's been strong in the short runs, but
the Griffins. So here we go.
Here's another run.
Gonna find a little bit of a hole,
and
he's
he is
back.
brought down.
Jarvis McClam denied from the end zone and brought back even further.
He was met by a swarm of Marauders there, just bringing him down.
Would you say that is a good football play?
I'd say that. No, I'm going to go out there and live and say that was a great football play.
Let's go, Marauder fans. Make some noise for your defense.
And now the crowd comes alive for the Marauders defense as they try to stop the Griffins once again.
There's a shovel pass.
Wide.
Oh, and he hurdles them into the end zone.
Over the Millersville defense and a touchdown for the Griffins.
Into the end zone for the Griffins, number
What?
18, Jarvis
What a
McClam.
move. They went for the quarterback scramble. They had a wide receiver back there for the shovel pass once he's about to get tackled, and he just simply hurdled a man to get that touchdown.
That's dedication.
Wow.
You were right when you said this is a football game that people want to see.
This is a back and forth bout. I feel like I'm watching the first Rocky Balboa film.
So now the kicker will come out trying to make the extra point.
Defense shuffles around a bit.
It's up and it's good. So it'll be 17-14. Now back in the Griffins' favor.
Your score, Seton Hill 17, Millersville 14.
So not too many drives today that have been negated from scoring a touchdown or getting any score whatsoever. We haven't seen a field goal yet from Evan Stahl. I'm sure that that'll be coming soon, maybe when we return from commercial break. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back to MUTV. The score between the Marauders and the Seton Hill Griffins. It's 17-14 in the Griffins' favor as the kickoff is received deep in the backfield and brought down at around the 15. And the ball
out.
comes loose.
I believe the Marauders picked it up. It's going to be.
What's going on down there on the play?
Well, he got just rocked. Dropped the ball. Ball came loose. Marauders picked it back up. They're going to have it about on the 17.
About 9 minutes, I should say, left to play here in the second quarter before we go to halftime. I'll be honest with you, Hunter. For as quick as this game seems to have gone, this is kind of dragging along here.
It's felt like a couple days here. The temperature has dropped off a bit. It's feeling a lot nicer.
Thank God.
Clouds are rolling in. There's some shade. There's a completion.
Completion, and maybe a little bit short.
To number 87, Zach Slonik. Making that reception, getting the first down, moving the chains. Miller was on a drive here.
Oh, I thought they came a little bit short. Excuse me, they got the first down. Zach Slonik. J.J. Page, after a few passes that have been airmailed or come short or gone through the hands of Kevin Wiggins, he's starting to buckle down a little bit here in the second quarter.
Seemed to hit his mark, and the team's really forming together now. Got to get back here and get that lead back. Motion, bringing both receivers in.
And it's going to be a handoff. Fake throw, and brought down short of the line of scrimmage.
Looks like Phil got a loss of yards there. About a loss of 2, where the refs seem to be spotting it. It's going to be.
Looks like about 2. You're probably right.
Yeah, it's going to be 2nd and 12. Now we've seen Millersville get out of a hole like this before, but might be wearing on doing it every drive.
In a touchdown fashion.
That is very, very true.
That was on a 3rd down, so we're only on 2nd down here. So maybe they're going to save it to be a little bit more dramatic.
They might be getting a little worn out though. Keep getting pushed back here and have to fight through.
Oh,
big
blitz
jump
on the play, and there's going to be a flag. That is going to be a
false start.
False start.
Should be an automatic first down, but we'll find out.
4 defense. 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
5-yard penalty, 2nd down. So it should be about 2nd and 7.
So there goes the dramatic element. I thought they were going to come back to 3rd down.
Well, hopefully we don't want to see too many dramatic themes going on here. We want to just have a clear cut.
Makes my job fun, that's for sure.
That is very true. It makes it a little more entertaining to call up here, but as a fan, sometimes you just want to see a clear cut, smart plays.
All right, so we'll try again. 2nd
Motion
down,
in the backfield.
7 to go. J.J. Page way back, feeds a short pass.
To 24.
Out to the outside. It's going to be
Phil
first down
Overton.
and more.
Phil Overton getting
And
a clear
down
first down.
About 3 yards past the first down.
Good old Phil Overton got that nice running back screen there, brought it around the outside, and just simply got that first down.
Let's talk a little bit about versatility. And when I mean versatility, I mean Phil Overton. In any sport, you have a player that can play multiple positions and do multiple things. That's obviously a value to a team. But Phil Overton is taking it to a whole nother level here for the Marauders.
Yeah, he's leading the team in rushing yards, yards per carry, kickoff returns, kick return yardage, and punt returns in 2015. And he's picking up right where he left off last season. He's just an overall just monster. He's a great guy and he's a quarterback keeper. Oof,
Page able to slip out of the pocket and gain a yard. But you were saying about Overton.
He's a sophomore now. Like I said last year, he was a freshman. He's rushed 16 times for 57 yards and caught 36 yards worth of passing. He's the punt returner, but he's just all around like the team's go-to. You need something done, give it to good old Phil.
And what does that do for a coach? I'm sure it makes his job a little bit easier when it comes to offense.
When you have multiple players that you can lean on and they'll deliver, it makes your life a lot easier. Here's a break free down the middle.
And there is number 24,
good old
Phil
Overton, just what we were talking about.
Down.
They did a nice Statue of Liberty fake there, and Phil just brought it up the center, found an open lane, and I'd say got a gain of about 20, wouldn't you say?
I'd say about that. And I'd also say that we're pretty good at our jobs. Saying that Phil Overton magically appears to get the first down.
It's all the magic. The magic of
magic
commentating.
of television.
Good old the wonders. Thank you, Philo Farnsworth.
All right. Try it again. Overton with the player to his left, and he's going to take it himself right through the middle. Maybe a first down, maybe
a
short.
first down.
It's going to be close.
He appeared to get crunched there, but he just hops right back up. This kid's like the Energizer Bunny. He just keeps going and going and going.
Well, they're going to place the ball a yard short from a first down, so a 9-yard run for J.J. Page, the quarterback. You saw he had the running back set up to his left, probably as a deke, and then he finds a hole right in the middle. The play worked out excellently.
He's used him as a human shield there, literally
It's
holding,
almost what it looked like.
literally
He was
holding
pushing
onto
him
the
through.
back, looking like he was pushing him straight through the line, hoping he would take the hit first. Smart play in the end.
We'll see if they run it again, and they
Oh,
do.
dodge
It'll be
that
J.J.
tackle.
Page.
He might have got the first down out of that little.
I think he did.
They know they might be placing him down right at the back of the yard.
Step number 25, David
I
Rees-Mogg.
think they gave him back to the line of scrimmage. No loss, no gain.
Oh, wow.
What a shame.
That was close.
That is, the fans are
The
clearly
crowd
not
comes
here.
alive. They're agreeing with us. They thought that that was about a first down,
Third and
but
short.
Now,
it looked like, before you go off here, it looked like he was about to pass.
He had to dodge that tackle. That was a great blitz from the Griffins, but
Well, now he's going to pass.
like we said earlier, he's got the wheels. He's got the agility to dodge things. I think this kid's got eyes in the back of his head.
Signaling to the sideline. Looks like he doesn't know what he's doing here.
Oh, it's a trick play. And there's
It's
a
trick
flag.
play and a flag.
Now he was looking at the sidelines like, what am I supposed to be doing? What's the play? And then
Flag on the play.
the ball was snapped and just looked like
That's
they
one
tried
I
to.
haven't seen before. I was completely fooled.
Oh, I've seen that once back in Pee Wee football, but again, didn't work there. Appears not to have worked here.
So now the crowd again gets restless. I'm sure that they thought that that was a first down as well. It looked pretty close. They landed at about where the chains are set
Here
up.
comes the call.
Illegal motion. Number 14, offense was moved. Third down.
Number
So
14,
there's a
Blake
flag.
Cahill, wide receiver,
From the offense.
drawing that penalty. Now it's going to be 3rd and 5. I'm sorry, 3rd and 6.
So the trick play didn't work out for Millersville. They didn't get a first down,
Third down and 6.
and they end up losing yards. So
They might be looking for their tight end target, Tyler Zillen. He had a great game last week. We haven't really talked much about him this game yet, but hopefully his name will be brought up shortly.
well, we're going to find out here. Page set up with a running back to his left. He drops back.
He's
looking
got
for an
time.
Open. Scrambles to the near side. Still looking. Breaks a tackle. Dumps one downfield, and it's far out of bounds. That was intended
For Zach
number
Slonik.
87, Zach Solonic, and he couldn't bring it down. In fact, it was completely off the field.
He did a great job of running away from the defensive pressure. Just none of his receivers were able to find an open hole, and when he did release it, he just aired
From
it
here,
out
it looked
wide.
like he was fine. Where
From
he
here,
was, it looked like he was
yes.
okay. Maybe he saw something we didn't, but from where he could have stood there from what I saw.
He had time, but then he brought it out. He brought it out right near side to try to free up some pressure from his lineman, and when he did that, they're going for it here on 4th.
Well, they're going to go for it here on the 4th. Same formation as the last play.
Here's a
Set
big
back,
blitz,
and he
he's
gets
brought
down in the pocket. So J.J. Page sacked on a 4th down,
Appeared to be a big hit.
and the defense will come out.
Page sacked on the play by number 25.
It appeared it's almost as if they read that off the offensive playbook. They just ran right in there and just
First and 10.
ransacked that offensive line.
And I see why they did that, Hunter. They played to their strengths. They did not bring out Evan Stahl, who's 0 for 3 on field goals from last game, and they tried to play J.J. Page and tried to get him to move around a little bit, play in the pocket, maybe dump one downfield. But I see why they did that, because they are in an okay position here at the 35. So
Yeah, that would have been
We'll
about a 45-yard field goal attempt, which even for some pros is quite the distance. So I can understand why they went for the 4th down there.
Jarvis McClam gets the ball there and goes out to the outside, probably about a gain of 4.
Now some
Actually,
might
no, barely any gain at all. Gets about 1.
Some might say that they should have just tried to place that punt, maybe really do punt it, and then place it, try to kick it right out of bounds at about the 1 or the 5, just anything, but not too sure if we have a placement punter or not. Little side note, the cheerleaders are standing on a 3-person pyramid. That is quite the move.
Christian Strong to the near side, finds his receiver.
Maybe
And he's
first
brought
down. It's
about
going to be
3 yards
close.
short. That was Jarvis McClam again. So you see the versatility there. He can run. He can bring the ball down on the pass. Jarvis McClam, would you say is a Phil Overton of the Griffins?
Yeah, I would think that he seems to be their utility player. You need a job done. Calling him. It's 3rd down.
Christian Strong.
Big hit.
Quick pass, but finds the first down.
Seton Hill has themselves a first down.
11, Ty George. Step at number 6, Jared Satterfield.
So tell me what you think of Christian Strong so far, the Griffins quarterback.
He appears to have wheels, so he can scramble from the pocket. He can move if he needs to. We've seen that about 20-yard gain that ended up having a flag earlier, but you see he has wheels. We know he has an arm. We know he can throw. Overall, he just seems to be a great quarterback. And as I say that, he throws one low, throws it in the dirt.
All right, well, we're 1 for 2 there.
1 for 2, yeah.
Play, and
maybe it's just when we're talking about the good old Marauders, the football gods listen to us.
So now 2nd down. The Griffins looking over towards the sideline. A little bit of confusion right now on who's staying and who's going. I didn't see any substitutions there, so I guess they're going to stay with the same.
No, I never noticed, but I'm hoping P.J. Santos came back in the game because last season he had 3 interceptions, and it was the defense's leading defenseman. So.
And there's Christian Strong on the carry. He gets about 5 now, 3rd down and 5 to go.
Step at number 34, Sean Dugan.
Big down here. This could be an important pivotal play, seeing as the Marauders still are only 1 score behind.
We have a good crowd here in Hand again, and they're getting a little rowdy as we approach this 3rd down.
This is a big down. Strong sets back, fires, and
looks like it'll be short. It's going to be close. Looks to be short about 1. Oh, and they gave it to what?
They're going to give it to him.
That looked to be clearly short by 1 yard, but
alas, there is no replay in Division II football.
No, there is not. We got 2 minutes left here. We got halftime. Griffins will get the ball, so really if they can score here with this under these 2 minutes, they'll get the ball back starting the 2nd half.
Quick pass to the outside.
Nice little screen with stiff arm.
And another 5-yard gain. That was Norman Darden.
Forced out of bounds by number 6.
Norman Darden, the wide receiver out of Houston, Texas that we mentioned before.
Second down and 6.
So a little run here. We'll see if they get the first down on this one.
Here's this will be short of the first down. I'm sure the fans are happy about that call.
Number 34, Sean Dugan. Number 27, John Jesperson.
Sean Dugan is having a fantastic game.
Yes, he is.
Really bringing down a lot of tackles.
It's going to be 3rd and 2. Crowd's getting a little rowdy again. That's going to be a first down, I believe.
McClam on the carry.
Getting a little rough over there, number 7. And
yeah, you saw that
yeah,
too.
I did see.
I
think number 7 and number 26, I want to say, Tyler Spangler for the Marauders, getting a little testy there after that play.
First time of the half.
First time of the half. Oh, we forgot to mention both teams have 3 timeouts, as are the rules, but the Griffins using their first.
No real reason to use any just yet. So let's take a timeout here, Hunter, and talk about how this game is going to play out going forward with this back and forth nature. As a coach, what are you starting to think now that you see how this game is starting to play out?
One of these teams is going to get tired first, and honestly, it's going to be who can last longer. At this point, the way the pace is going, the way this game is playing, it's honestly who's got the better endurance, who's got the fresh legs, who's willing to fight through the pain, and it's going to be whoever can last and whoever has the will to last is probably going to come out on top on this one.
It's now 1st down and 10. They're going to get a fresh set here. The first down is set up at, looks like the 22. So, what do you think was going on down there in the timeout? Just trying to buy some time, or really thinking about what they're going to do here?
The clock was running. They only got 1:17 left, and if they're going to want to score, so then they get the ball back at the second half and try to score again and get a big lead.
Christian Strong goes downfield. He's going to get a gain of about 7 on the pass, and
he's fighting through that tackle.
It's going to end it about there.
Might be short. Should be short of a first down. Down to 1 minute left. They're in say they're about the 25, wouldn't you say? They're about on the 25-yard line.
Yeah, it looks about it. He's got
50 seconds
2 yards
to go
for the first down here on the second down, and he airs it out towards the end zone. No good.
Oh,
that was intended for number 27. That's Michael Ilardo.
But number 7, Kendall Marks there again, coming up big with that stop.
Depending on the play for the Marauders, number 7, Kendall Marks.
Good idea to try and go deep there on second down and see if you can get some points on the board.
Yeah, because even if it's incomplete, clock stops. They're down at 44 seconds here. 3rd down and 2. They're either going to want to just try to bust it up the middle, get a first, and then just snap it quick, but at the same time, they're going to want to score.
Make some noise.
Crowd's getting rowdy.
All right. Jarvis McClam set up to Christian Strong's right side. No handoff. He's going to drop back for a pass in the pocket over the middle, and it's completely in open ground, and no one was near it at all.
Intended for Norman Darden, but Kendall Marks was there again, but neither of them were
he
even
ran the
close.
play as it should, and no one was there at the right time.
Here the route got impeded or something. He just simply didn't go for it.
So 4th down.
Now remember, Seton Hill is
Christian
on top
Strong
right
is
now.
still on the field.
Yes. They're going to go for it. Cheerleaders telling the crowd to get rowdy. 4th and 2 with 39 left in the second.
Now remember, they only have 2 yards to get a first down. We might see a running play here on 4th down. And we don't. Strong's going to throw it into the end zone.
Oh!
Can't bring it down. That was intended for number 82. That's Logan Carnes.
Logan Carnes went for that one-handed OBJ catch and just
a
couldn't bring it in.
long.
Now the Marauders, they're going to have 33 seconds. Now do you think they're going to try to go for it, go all the way down the field, get that score, and take the lead going to the half?
Well,
or do
you
think
tell me what you think. You're the analyst
Oh,
here.
well, I guess you're right. They're not going to get the ball.
Interested. I really want to know what you want to
They're not going to get the ball back here at half. They're going to have to kick it off. They received it first, so the rules state they will have to kick it off. So, honestly, they look to be. They're just kneeling it, and that's going to be the end of the half.
You bring them right to the half.
So yeah, they're gonna kneel it maybe one more time, and then that'll be it. That'll wrap up this first half.
You think that is a good play?
It's the safe. It is the safe play. It is. This game is close. It's only a 3-point game. It's the smart call. It's the safe, smart call. Now, if we were down by, let's say 10, I would say just go for it. But in a game this tight, that was the right decision.
All right, so we're going to go to halftime here. It's Seton Hill 17, the Marauders 14. When we come back, we'll have the second half for you and see if the Marauders can come back from their 3-point deficit. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Second half football ready for you between Seton Hall and Millersville University. A pretty interesting first meeting between these two teams, but before we go any further, let's talk about the schedule a little bit. If you want to catch more Millersville football, they'll be away at California next week on the 17th. They're home against Kutztown on the 24th at 4 p.m. Then away again at Bloomsburg on the 1st of October. Back home again against East Stroudsburg at 4 o'clock on October the 8th. On the 15th, they're at Lock Haven, and then on the 22nd, they return home to Shippensburg for the final home game of the season at 2 p.m. And then Cheney, Westchester, and Gannon all the way through the rest of October and November. And Seton Hill looks like they're playing a lot of the same teams as well, Hunter.
Yeah, they're playing a few of the same. They're going to be playing Kutztown. They're going to be playing California. They're going to be playing Gannon. And then lastly, they're going to be playing Shippensburg. So their matchups really should, depending on each team, they'll be roughly the same.
Against Millersville. There's no penalty.
The way this matchup's going so far, the teams seem to be pretty equal. So essentially, if what one team does in that week, if they play them before the season or after later in the season, they'll be able to look at how this team played and then be able to judge whether or not they'll have a good outing.
All right, well, let's focus on this game then. We had an interesting first half. I think you'd agree. A lot of back-and-forth football, a really good game of football. I guess the headline story that was happening like the first 10 minutes of the game was number 44 from Seton Hill. I'm drawing a blank on the name. Tyler Affa, excuse me, was ejected from the game on sportsmanlike conduct. That was right as we started the game. But after that, some really good football, Hunter. Back and forth, like I just said.
A lot of hard-nosed back and forth. You know, the game 17-14 in the Griffins' favor. Marauders are down, but they're most certainly not out. This game's just been back and forth. Just both teams just pounding each other, just trying to get an edge. No one's finding it, and Seton Hill right here is on second down and about 8, and they're looking to change the tide of things.
So let's look at some of the stats here. Phil Overton, like we mentioned in the first half, the Millersville utility guy, was leading the rushing right now. He has 4 rushing attempts at a gain of 20 yards, so he seems to be the guy that they're going to the most in this game. J.J. Page, obviously, doing his best to feed his receivers. He's 7 for 13. No interceptions for either team just yet. We thought that we would see some of that, but just a lot of good defense.
You know, we thought it might have been an interception earlier when Seton Hill turned over the ball, but I believe it was a fumble about the 5 that got Millersville the football and got them the other way. It ended up being a scoring drive, but yeah, both teams are doing pretty great with the interception category, or I should say both offenses are. Neither
and then
defense
receiving, of course, Kevin Wiggins, as we expected, has the most receptions so far for 14.
Yet he doesn't have the touchdowns yet. He's not come through
running
on our
down the field too much, and we've seen him miss a couple so far as well. So that number could have gone up.
He's getting quick grabs, but he's not delivering any of the final push touchdown runs. Here's a break free. Ooh, brought down by number.
And then 8. For Seton Hill, Jarvis McClam, as we expected, the star.
The ref is down.
Oh, and we see a ref down on the field, and the.
Not good. I do not believe refs have subs, so this could be a little bit of a break here until that ref.
Well, we'll see. I didn't see the play.
I'm not sure if we have a replay of it somehow. That'd be great to see, but
I didn't see the play kind of develop here, but this looks pretty serious here.
I know this is serious, but whenever I see a ref down, I always think of the movie The Longest Yard. And if you know what scene I'm talking about, that's all I can imagine is what happened, but I'm sure that isn't because the pass actually made it downfield.
Yeah, the medical team's still attending. He looks like he got the wind knocked out of him. Looks like
he might have just got run over.
Yeah, I'm sure he got hit pretty hard. Maybe he hit his head or something, or
they
I don't know, but there's both medical staffs out helping him.
Touching his calf there. I don't think it's a lower half injury though. It most likely just got the wind knocked out of him. I mean, these are some big boys out here running around and not having any pads on, getting hit by one of these just behemoths.
Trying to get up here.
I don't know too many that would be able to take a hit from these guys without any pads on, so.
I know I would not.
I would be crushed.
It's a little bit of an opportunity to talk about some strategy for the second half, maybe. Free timeout.
He appears to be getting up on his feet.
The umpire's going to get up here.
No, he's shaking his head.
No.
He's going to do it. Let's see
yeah, he definitely got the wind knocked out of him, that's for sure. See him taking a couple breaths there. The referee's trying to see if he's all right.
Well, we just got a little piece of info from our technical director there that only umpires play in baseball. So There's
You know,
that, folks.
they might not know too much about the sport, but they certainly do a good job with the production, and that's why we love them.
Yeah, they're great people.
And they put together a pretty good show here for the first half for us, and we are very appreciative of all of the NUTV staff that's working down in the trailer right now and out on the field with the cameras. But hopefully we can have an even better second half here. Hunter, I told you we're going to have a better second half. So
Yeah, we're definitely going to have it with 13-12.
hopefully the Marauders can have a better second half as well.
Yes, 13-12 left here in the third.
Okay, so
Seton Hill setting up looks like it might be a scoring drive.
ball's on the 19. 1st and 10. Christian Strong tried to break free, but we got a sack on the play.
Number
We'll
34
see who came up with it.
by Sean Dugan.
Sean Dugan, the defensive player of the game so far, brings down
He's
Christian Strong in the backfield.
He's an outside linebacker, and he just seems to just have his eye on the quarterback at all times. Been able to read plays real well so far this game, getting a lot of tackles. He's doing great.
He pushed him back 6 more yards now, 2nd and long.
He's 8 tackles so far this game, and he's got 1 tackle for a loss, so padding those stats here today.
Now Christian Strong will try and heave it. He finds his receiver. A little bit short, still
Keeps
going.
his
Now
feet
into
moving,
the
and
end
there's
zone.
no.
Christian Strong finds a touchdown pass seemingly out of nowhere, but now Seton Hill will go up even more. It'll be 23 before the extra point now. So definitely not what the Marauders were looking for out of that one. And it looks like
The ref just
something's
simply
happening referee-wise.
just simply telling us that it was a touchdown. I guess there might have been a few doubters out there. Looked pretty clean to me.
But it looks like they're going to try and make the extra point here.
Yeah, Marauders going to have 12:15 left in the third quarter to try to cut down this deficit.
Plenty of time as Seton Hill makes it 24-14, now a 10-point deficit. And just like that, Hunter, the Millersville Marauders went from being in this game to now on the outside looking in.
Yeah, you know, they're really going to have.
And we're going to see if the Marauders can eat back some of that deficit right after this commercial break. We'll be right back. And welcome back. It's 24-14 Seton Hill, and the kick is going to go out of bounds way in the backfield, and it looks like there's a flag on the play.
There will be a flag when you kick the ball out of bounds on a kickoff. There's always a flag, and they normally will spot it, I believe, at the 35. I want to say. So,
Kick out of bounds.
yes, they will. They'll be spotting at the
Place to
35.
the 35-yard line.
Marauders will
First
get the
down.
ball at the 35, and that'll be great field position to start off this second half.
So we thought that the air would cool down a bit here in the second half as the sun goes down, but it's actually just gotten hotter.
It appears the heat is about the same, but I mean the wind's picking up. It's changed directions really. It's coming more end zone to end zone a bit now.
Some motion after the snap, and J.J. Page feeds it to the outside, and it does not look like there's going to be any gain.
And as you can see, they already started trying to go to Phil Overton. They're hurrying up this huddle, it appears a bit. They really haven't been using Kevin Wiggins too much this game.
No, you're right.
the
Kevin
stats-
Wiggins, as of the halftime, was the leader in the receiving category, but now we're seeing that maybe they have other plans to use the offense here.
Yeah, he's not been the touchdown driving Kevin Wiggins we normally see, so as the date, but you never know. Things can change very quickly in this sport.
And here's the snap, some pressure in the pocket, and J.J. Page goes down.
He's brought down again. That is another sack.
So Seton Hill coming out firing here on both offense and defense.
Yeah, Alex Atia already has 5 total tackles, and that's his second sack of the game. So this kid's really showing that he is a defensive force to be reckoned with.
Third down and 13.
So 3rd and 13 for the Marauders, as we've seen them crawl out of deficits like this before. They did it once in the first half for a touchdown, in fact, on a 3rd down in the backfield.
Now they have it looks like it might be a very tight coverage here. Yeah, they're going to
So
keep.
fakes the
keep
handoff,
zone.
looking to go deep. J.J. Page scrambling, finds a hole. Now more pressure, and he's brought down again for the second play in a row.
Yeah, that was great defensive play calling there. They stayed in a nice tight zone throughout the center of the field. They had one safety drop back to cover anyone who went long, and J.J. Page just had nowhere to throw to. The defense did a great job of just stopping anywhere he thought he could have gone.
And now we're going to see the kicker come out. That is, of course, Evan Stahl, who has had a great season so far and had a great first half, especially with his punting game, which we know is incredibly strong. And we see another high, deep punt. It's going to land right at the 20-yard line. He's not going to take the knee. He's going to run it out. He's going to go down the sideline. He's still finding open holes and finally taken out of bounds at about the 47.
Here's a little fact, actually. The Griffins have yet to punt the ball. Millersville is punting the ball. That's the fourth time they've punted the ball now this game, but the Griffins have yet to even...
And to me, that just shows that they're really executing. They're following through with their drives.
And you can see that on the scoreboard. It's 24-14. Like, they're either going for it on fourth down because they're within range to do so, or they just simply don't go on fourth down when they have a punting range. It's great offensive drives after drives for the Griffins, and the Marauders really just need to pick this up.
So, 1st and 10. Jarvis McClam takes that one pretty far. I don't think it'll be a first down. I might be wrong, though.
Number 5, Rob Varner.
Nope. It is going to be a second down and about 4 to go.
Yeah, the ball's on the 50. It's 2nd and 3 is where they spotted it.
Christian Strong, the quarterback out of Ontario, Canada, still feeding the ball to Jarvis McClam and has done so for most of the game, and he is going to do it again here. McClam tries to go up the gut, and it's going to come up right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down, and still a bunch to go here. Let's give you an update on umpire that got hit on the field. He is still being looked at by medical professionals here.
And another little update, I'm not sure if this is the first time I'm just seeing it, but PJ Santos is back in the game, back in his rightful position, and hopefully he can come up big here.
So now Christian Strong will take it himself, and he'll get the first down.
And PJ Santos might have knocked that ball loose.
Now the Millersville team is looking at giving the ball the other way.
PJ Santos with a huge hit there, tracking down the ball carrier.
PJ Santos is shaking the ball at the
PJ
referee.
Santos
Gets the case down, and Millersville will have the ball.
First play, PJ Santos is back in the game, tracks the ball carrier down, lays a big hit.
It looked like they had the referees didn't know what to call, and
great hit by PJ Santos.
Right there.
Great defensive play, keeping his eyes on the ball carrier.
And that's important because Christian Strong had the first down, and now it's going to turn into Millersville ball in some really good field position here.
You're right at about the 50. They're on the 44. They got some time to work here. Cut down this deficit.
So J.J. Page fakes the handoff, is going to take it himself, and he doesn't get past the line of scrimmage, so now we'll have a second down.
I don't think that was a gain of at all. We might have a player down. Nope, just slow to get up. He's all right now. That's going to be no gain there.
Looks like a loss.
You think?
No gain, 2nd down and 10.
And they'll try to run it again here. Millersville takes some time in the huddle. Definitely got some time to work here in the 3rd.
Now, sitting at home, you might think, hey, there's no one in the crowd there. Well, that's actually, if you've never been to this stadium, that's the opposing team's bench. So, stands pretty packed here for a nice Millersville Saturday afternoon.
And now J.J. Page will split the middle, and he doesn't get much on that one before. I thought that play was going to develop into something more. And
it looked like it could have been much more.
After a gain of about 4 from where they were, but really in reality only about 2 from the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he made a play. He made a play out of nothing there. It's going to be 3rd down. You know, we're
and it's interesting you say that because J.J. Page, that's the kind of quarterback he is.
If he doesn't see anything, he makes a play out of it, and that's a great quality having a quarterback. But when each drive you're going all the way to 3rd down, it wears on the team, and so the fatigue might be setting in here, which I really hope not, but you never know.
So J.J. Page, 3 receivers set up on the far side. He's going to dump it to
Kevin
Wiggins on the near side, and he's going to get a first down and take it down hard by 2 defensemen. But Kevin Wiggins going to pick up the first down about 10 yards from the completion.
There's about a gain of, I'd say, 18 yards there. Great play by Kevin Wiggins and J.J. Page. And as we were saying earlier, Kevin Page he's the go-to guy. He's the wide receiver you want to see, but this is where he's good. He gets you those first downs. He might not always get you the touchdowns, but when you need that first down, you need the third down conversion, he's your man.
So Kevin Wiggins again set up on the near side. 2 on the far side, now some motion before the snap. J.J. Page looks to Kevin Wiggins, now downfield over the middle, and shoots up much higher. That was intended for number 36.
Christian Kemp was the intended receiver there.
Christian Kemp has seen some action today.
Yes, he has. He's been on the minds of I guess J.J. Page there. They've been trying to feed it to him. To no avail though so far.
You said J.J. Page last season had an awesome completion percentage, and today he's been so-so.
Yeah, today he's not been the J.J. Page that we all have seen in the past, but you know, with a 60.2 passing percentage last season, like there's not much you can. Oh, that ball just appeared to go nowhere with a player down. That was start to finish. That play was just bad.
So you were saying about J.J. Page before.
He had a 60.2 passing percentage last year, and that's a very, very good passing percentage. It's not the best, but I mean, when over half your passes are being completed, that's what you like to see. So this season, he's off to a pretty good start, but this game alone, it's been iffy.
Another 3 receivers set up on the far side. Kevin Wiggins on the near side again. Page gets the snap, plenty of time to work, scrambles to the near side and fakes the pass, and now is brought down. And that is an easy holding call on J.J. Page. His jersey was tugged down.
Now back to J.J. Page. On this game so far, at the half at least, he was 7 for 13, so he's just under 50%. Sorry, just over, my bad. I can't do math. He had 120 yards, 2 touchdowns, 45-yard pass was his longest, but he'd been sacked 4 times. Now that's a big number right there. Being sacked 4 times in the first half, something you don't want to see. We know he's been sacked twice so far this half.
I don't know what the holdup here is down the field. That was an easy holding call.
Well, 2 flags went up, so I don't know if they tried to negate
Maybe
each other.
Saw 2 different things on the play.
Quite possibly.
So we're
There
going
are
to
2 fouls by the defense on the play.
Oh.
Holding number 8 defense. That penalty's declined. Personal foul. Unnecessary. Number 25 defense.
Unnecessary roughness.
Penalty will get the distance to the goal. Automatic first
Ooh,
down.
that's a big one. Half the distance to the goal.
Hunter,
Ball will be placed at
explain
about
what just happened here.
Now, J.J. Page was scrambling, scrambled out of the pocket. He went to run, and he was being brought down, but then he ran out of bounds. And even after he was out of bounds, they pulled him down, yanked him down, and that's what the flag was for. It's one thing if you tackle him and then he goes out of bounds, but once he's out of bounds and then you continue to pull him down, that's when the flags are thrown.
So now here we go, not quite first and goal.
Shuffle pass.
But it's going to be a intercepted.
Couldn't keep his feet in, would have been intercepted.
Yeah, it looked like his feet were out, not by much.
Now, they tried that trick play a few times last season. Throw it over to Phil Overton, and then he would throw a nice little pass to Kevin Wiggins. But
I remember that working more than once as well last season.
It really did work last season, but right there the defense was just all over it and almost picked it off.
And here's the replay. You see them feed him to the outside and then almost get Kevin Wiggins in the end zone, but just coming up a bit short, and the defense really was in the right place at the right time there.
2nd and 10 still here with 6:30 left on the clock.
You're wondering who that was. That was the running back, Phil Overton, so I guess more
He's
versatility
breaking free.
there. No versatility needed there. Phil Overton
Talk
does
about
what he
Phil
does
Overton.
best.
Putting
A
that
touchdown
ball.
for Millersville University, and yes, sir, you can raise the Jolly Roger. Another one in the end zone for Phil Overton, and dang, Hunter, we always nail him right on the head. Every time we end up talking about that guy, he does something good.
Now, that's his first touchdown of the game, but to no surprise, he did score. That is the point. He is a touchdown machine at least once a game. He's adding points,
So
making plays.
Phil Overton tried to feed a touchdown last play, and then he said, I'll just do it myself, and ran it in for a touchdown, and the kick is good. So now only down by 3, back to where it was when we started the second half. But Hunter,
Oh, no.
oh,
Kevin Wiggins appears to be hurt.
looks like Kevin Wiggins might have rolled his ankle or something. It looks like he's kind of limping on that right leg.
Be sure to follow the Marauders on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat.
Yeah, you don't
definitely
wanna
that
see this
right
at
leg.
all.
You can see under the graphic
I
there.
think it's his right calf. Oh, this is not good. He can't put any pressure
This
on it
is-
at all now. It's that right calf. You do not want to see this.
They're going to take him over to the bench, and hopefully Kevin Wiggins is okay. You see him still limping on that right foot. He might have rolled an ankle. He might have twisted it,
he
but it
might
looks
have
to be
pulled
more
something.
serious than that.
He can't put any weight on that.
He's hopping around.
He appears to be in excruciating pain.
Well, still a game to play despite the loss
You
of
do not wanna
Kevin
see
Wiggins
this.
here. And Evan Stahl is going to kick it off.
So we pick up number 9, Evan Stahl.
Another great kick from Stahl, real deep at about the 4-yard line, and they're going to run it back, and he is completely out of room, and an awesome defensive play to stop him at about the 15 or 16-yard line.
That's the type of
Tackle made by number 41,
kickoff
Paul
defense you
Sullivan.
want to see. You never want to let them get past the 20. Just a nice rule of thumb there, but that was a great defensive stop.
So now Seton Hill, excuse me, has some tough field position to work with, as Hunter just alluded to. Still in control here in the third, though, 24-21. The snap to Christian Strong goes
He's wide
downfield. It's
open.
an easy reception. He's got a defender.
Oh, and he hurdles
to
him.
miss. He hurdles right over him, and on the first play of the drive, he's going to go
No
all
flags.
the way for
I
a
see
touchdown.
no flags down. That is a clean
There are
touchdown.
no flags on the play. You are completely correct, and Christian Strong, with one throw,
Wow.
answers right
Touchdown
back.
number 18, Jarvis McClam.
Wow, that was 85 yards, I'd say, right there.
Easily.
They start on the 15, I believe.
And he was wide open on the far side there. There was no contest.
He had one man to beat, and he just simply hurdled him. What a play.
See if we can get a replay for you, but they're going to try and kick the extra point here to make it 31-21 and back down to a 10-point deficit. And Millersville's going to find themselves back to where they were no more than 5 minutes ago. There it goes.
There's a
It's
flag.
up.
Flag on the play, not sure what
The
for.
next extra point is good.
The extra point's good, but there's a flag. So we'll see how this affects things here. Everybody's standing their ground on the field at the moment.
See defense. Penalties applied. Try is good.
So nothing too important there. The kick is still good. It's still 31-21.
Hill 31. Millersville 21.
So Millersville now back in a 10-point deficit. Hunter, this is not what we thought we were going to see, but Christian Strong made a great play to his man, Jarvis McClam.
He was able to break free from his defender right off the line of scrimmage and just catch that ball in wide open space. Only had one safety left to beat, and when he went for the tackle, he just simply hurdled right over him. Not much you can do, really. Like he just made that play work. He got free space. He was open. And then he beat his man one-on-one. Defense, not much they could have done. That's just a great offensive play. Great offensive drive. One play, one and done.
Just a great football play.
It was a great football play, I must say. I must say so myself.
They're now set to kick off for Seton Hill.
All right, so the kickoff for Seton Hill about to get underway, and the Marauders, hopefully they can answer back again with a touchdown of their own. And the kick is up. It's a line drive, deep, way back. Caught around the 5-yard line, and they're going to run it. They're going to keep going. Almost at the 20, dancing around the sideline and brought down at about the 22.
Kickoff is number 36, Christian Kemp.
Christian Kemp with that return and showing again why he's the team's #1 choice for these kick returns. He can find those holes, he can break free, and then when tackles come to stop him, he just bounces right off of them.
Seen plenty of broken tackles today. The defensive work for both teams, I'd say, is on the plus side, but we've also seen some pretty, lackadaisical broken tackles as well.
Yeah, it appears that either the defense is just going to nail you, or you're just going to simply be able to bounce right off of them. It's a clear cut, not many just drag down kind of tackles. It's a lot of hard tackles.
Some motion, fake handoff. No, it's a real handoff, and he's going to gain about 6 yards there.
Handoff goes number 36, Christian Kemp.
And there's Christian Kemp again.
By number 6.
Yeah, Kemp, he appears to be running this drive right now. He got that kick return that we all saw, and then he got the nice sweeping handoff, brought around the outside, and got a gain of, as you said, about 6.
So 4 to go till a first down. Second down at the moment. And Kevin Wiggins back on the field. You see in the white high socks and the white gloves. That's number 1. Good to see him back on the field.
Got motion.
So it must have been just some sort of twisted ankle. Lots of motion. There's a flag on the play, and J.J. Page just throws it into the sideline there.
Flag on the play.
So we'll see what the flag is. Hunter, what do you think?
Probably be illegal motion on number 14 again, I'm not going to lie, but I'm not really sure. And then also, he threw away the ball in the pocket, so even if they don't call him for illegal motion, legal shift. Yep, there you go.
2 players in motion that did not get reset. 5-yard penalty. They remain second down.
It's going to be
So a
second.
couple players had some illegal motion there, and they're going to suffer a 5-yard penalty. Still about 9 to go here, so it doesn't hurt them too bad, but they're going to replay the second down.
Second down at 9.
Now, speaking of Kevin Wiggins, as he comes back on the field for this drive, after that scare of him being injured, which was
Yeah, I said
very
he was
tense.
their last.
Yes.
He was their last play, but couldn't get
he,
to him there.
Timeout.
he was since 2001, he's one of the only 3 wide receivers to have caught 40 or more passes in 2 consecutive seasons. So he's really shown that he really is the offense, and we'll talk more after this commercial break.
And welcome back to Beamsturfer Stadium for this matchup between Seton Hill and the Millersville Marauder football teams. I'm Ian Roth alongside Hunter Connolly, and we'll get it started with a classic throwing pass to Kevin Wiggins.
Good old Kevin Wiggins in the first half. He only received 3 passes for 14 yards. His longest was 15, but I mean the second half he's really picked it up. He almost has a touchdown.
He almost had a broken ankle.
He almost, yeah, that was very scary. Don't want to think too much on that, but it's 3rd down, and we'll look to see if they're going to go back to Kevin, maybe Phil, because that seems to be their only 2 options out here tonight.
And that is correct. Phil Overton with a touchdown on today. He seems to be the offensive powerhouse, not including J.J. Page, of course. And here's the snap to J.J. Page. Quick one over the middle and a first down and a little bit more. So J.J. Page, clutch in the pocket, feeds it over the middle, and Tyler's going to come down with that one.
Now, I was talking about Tyler Zellin earlier in the game, how he's the star tight end. Last game he had 5 receptions for a good amount of yards. He's their quick just slant route go-to guy. When you got Kevin sprinting down the field with his speed, and you always got Tyler right under the middle, just hiding out. People often forget about him, but right there, it's bad when you forget about Tyler.
It's now the first down, ball on the 49. The Griffins 49, and J.J. Page scrambling behind the pocket. Now another pass to the near side, and he's going to pick up about 7 yards.
Tyler with another catch there. As I was just saying, he had 5 catches last game against Pace, and that was his career high of 5 catches in game. Right now he's got 3, I believe, in this game. So still got this quarter and another quarter. He's on pace to maybe even surpass his own record.
Second down and 2.
Second down, 2 to go for a first down. Setting up in a formation with a couple of running backs behind J.J. Page, and it's going to pay off for another first down, and the ball set down at the 30.
Phil Overton already has a touchdown this game. He tried to do a nice little trick play pass to Kevin Wiggins, didn't work out, but then next play just simply ran it in himself. Another first down.
Excuse me, the ball set down just before the 30 here at the 32-yard line on the side of the Griffins. Millersville down by 10, 21-31 here in the third. Looking to answer back to a Seton Hill touchdown on their last drive. And J.J. Page over the middle and a huge hit. And he drops the ball in the middle of the field. That was Blake Cahill.
Took a rock there. Now he had the ball, and then just simply when contact was made midair.
That was number 14, Blake Cahill, that dropped that one. That was his first pass to him all day.
And he had it, just simply when contact was made midair, he couldn't hold on.
So now into the same formation. Maybe they'll try it again here. Another handoff. They're going to run it up the middle. And a gain of about 4. Running game coming alive here on this drive.
Making a stop, number 99, Jeremy Perkins.
They seem to be running the ball a lot more this drive than they have in past. And they've been trying to go through the air all day, but the running game might be where they need to go if they want to cut down on this lead and get back in this game.
2:40 left to play here in the third quarter. Still a chance for Millersville to make a comeback here. Still with a quarter left to play. And, of course, just like I said, about 2.5 minutes left in this one. J.J. Page to the outside, and he airmails it right over Phil Overton.
Yeah, Phil would have had open space there if he was able to receive that. I'm not sure if he would have had enough space to make it a first, but definitely would have been close.
As much praise as we have given J.J. Page so far today, we have seen that when he starts to scramble and fade back a little bit, he doesn't get a good handle on the ball and ends up, airmailing a couple passes.
His accuracy does decrease when he is on the move, as would most quarterbacks, but this game it seems to be a little bit higher than normal.
All right, we'll see another pass here to the near side, straight over the middle, and he's going to probably pick up a first down.
Yeah,
everyone's signaling first down here. He was definitely brought back some yards, and the referee is going to signal a first down. So Millersville continuing to drive down the field here.
Yeah, Zach Slonik with that reception there. He's been making some key receptions. He has got 2 receptions for 2 first downs now, so he comes in clutch when he needs to.
Kevin Wiggins going to the far side here. Maybe they'll try to go to him, but they're set up to run. And that's what they do. They're going to go right up the middle, and they're going to get another gain.
Player is down. Oh. No, sorry, a helmet came off. That's what
it was
for.
Phil Overton that was down. So another one of those guys that you don't want to see go down. But
yeah, number 94 for the Griffins.
On the first play of each set of downs, we've seen some fundamental running right up the gut, picking up a couple yards, making it closer to a first down, Hunter.
Yeah, it seems to be a strategy that the coach is going with this this half. And I mean, it's paying off. They're driving all the way down the field, eating time out of the clock.
End over, knock.
Long time to wait for the snap. And Phil Overton runs it up the gut again, excuse me, and he'll probably pick up a first down.
That's another first down for Phil Overton. He's really picking it up this half. Coach is putting the game more in his hands, as we've seen the passing game just simply is not working. So the ground game appears to be marching right along.
So first and goal. First and right on the goal line, to be exact. Set up at the 10-yard line. Two players in motion.
They both need to get in set.
JJ Page waiting for the snap. Here it is. Hands it off to the outside. Phil Overton picking up some yards, just like as he has done all drive, and he's going to get 4 more yards on that one.
The past 3 plays have been just giving the ball to Phil, and he's making it work.
Second down and goal from the 7-yard line.
All right. Now even closer to a touchdown here. Millersville still waiting to answer back. You all right over there, Hunter?
Oh, I'm fantastic.
It's a good thing we don't have a camera on us over here. JJ Page now set, got the snap. Oh, had a little bit of pressure, and he sacked in the backfield.
Number 44 with that sack.
Brought down by number 44.
Page looked incredibly comfortable there in the pocket, and then he saw, I couldn't see who made the tackle, but he was completely startled.
That'd be number 44 that made that tackle, Ian.
And with that, that's how we'll end the third quarter. Millersville will not get a chance to answer back, and it'll be a runaway quarter for the Seton Hill Griffins as they jump back up to a 10-point deficit.
Fans, once again, we'd like to take this time to thank
and when we come back, we'll have the fourth quarter for you and see if Millersville can come out with a victory here. Stay right here on MUTV. We'll be right back. Well, you just missed that, what could have been the play of the game. As we welcome you back in for the fourth quarter, JJ Page ended up scrambling on a play that could have found the end zone to Kevin Wiggins, but that's how we'll get the fourth quarter started.
Another good example of why JJ Page is such a versatile quarterback. 3 men rushing him, able to scramble out of the pocket, run to the outside. Kevin Wiggins able to break free, just overthrew him a tiny bit. Makes the diving effort, but it was no good.
So we're going to see a field goal attempt here. They were 0 for 3 last game, and they're going to kick it up. And it's good. So the first field goal made of the 2016 season for Evan Stahl.
This is now a touchdown game. It's going to be a race. Ken Millers will stop him, get the ball back, get down there, tie this game up, or will Seton Hill pull away just a little bit more.
So as we start the fourth quarter, of course, I'm Ian Roth alongside my good friend and football analyst, Hunter Connolly. We'd like to take a moment to thank everyone at MUTV for this opportunity. They've done an awesome job today. All the new members have done an awesome job today. Big shout out to Mary Rossi, Rachel Baker,
Anthony Strome,
and all you guys down in the trailer, and of course our cameramen, our awesome camera work for today's game. Everyone's done an awesome job, and hopefully we can have more great productions like this as the year goes on. So now that that is out of the way, let's focus again on the game. This is the quarter that counts here, Hunter. This is the one where they're going to...
the final leg of the race. 7th inning stretch, if you will. Bottom of the 9th.
This is essentially the bottom of the 9th.
This is for all you baseball fans out there tuning in, this is the bottom of the 9th of football. Millersville trying to come back. They're most certainly not down, and they're most certainly not out, but...
Evan Stahl makes it a little bit shorter than usual. Collects that one at about the 12-yard line, and he's going to run into a wall of Marauders and stop before he even reaches the 20.
Oh, some shoving after the play.
And something's going on
Pushing
down
and
there.
shoving between Marauders and Griffins.
What'd you see down there, Hunter? A little bit of...
After the whistle, just shove after shove there. I'm surprised no flags were flown.
So Marauders are out on the field. Seems to be a team timeout over there on the Seton Hill side, probably getting a word from their coach in order to keep their heads in the game here. And a close game now that the Marauders made the field goal. Christian Strong, quick pass to the outside, and a gain of maybe 1 yard, maybe no yards.
Forced out of bounds on the play by number 20, P.J. Santos.
There's P.J. Santos, who we thought was out of the game earlier, but has made a good second half for himself so far, Hunter.
He went out in the first quarter. We didn't really know what for, but since his return, he's been on it. He's caused a fumble, turnover.
And with that being said, Christian Strong hands off the ball, and they run it right up the middle. We'll see how many they gain on this one. And it's going to be a first down for the Griffins as they get things moving quickly here. So if you are Isaac Collins, Griffins head coach, who's been there for 4 years now, what's your play mentality going into this fourth quarter? Are you trying to score here?
You're going to want to keep scoring. Obviously, there's never a good time to not score. So, I mean, they're going to want to keep scoring. They want to keep pushing down the field, but really they're going to want to eat the clock up. So they're probably going to be running the ball a lot, trying to get first down after first down and just eat away at this clock.
Well, there's the pass, Hunter, and it goes right off number 82. We've mentioned him before. That's Logan Carnes, the junior out of Greensburg, PA.
Defending the play number 23, Alpha Khan.
So just as you say, we're about to see some running plays. They throw that one away.
Yep.
If they end up scoring on the drive, Hunter, is this game out of reach for the Marauders?
Technically, no. Spiritually, no. But it's going to be a tough one. They're going to have to fight back. Going to need to score at least twice. It's going to be real hard.
I like that you're bringing the spirit into this.
Well, they're going to have their mental fight and just their mental toughness is really going to be put to play if they get scored on again. You know, going down by 2 touchdowns, it's going to be real hard to fight back from that. But if they can, it'll show that the Marauders here in good old Millersville have a lot of heart.
We have a call from the ref.
15-yard penalty.
And there's a 15-yard penalty on the offense. I don't know what the penalty was.
Yeah, I was not able to catch that.
But it is a significant setback, seeing as they just got we're just sitting at the line of scrimmage there on second down. So now 25 yards to get a first down for the Griffins.
Please report to the track and see an event staff person to claim your lost item. Again, Derek Buswell, please report to the track and see an event staff person to claim your lost item. Thank you.
So a big break for Millersville here on second down as Seton Hill pretty much is setting up at the Sugar Bowl and is going to go for a first down here. It's going to be a long pass. No, it's not. Short one, going to try and pick up a little bit. Almost breaks a tackle and is going to come up short of the original line of scrimmage there.
Yeah, all the defenders thought the ball was going long there, and they had an open man wide open right on the middle. Quick shuffle pass to him, and they was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, or at least the original line of scrimmage, I should say.
Jaleel Robinson motioning for the crowd to get a little bit louder here as they try to make a big stop on third down and 10.
Gonna want to get some pressure on the quarterback. Not be able to hear the shot call, anything. Just, oh, it's getting real rowdy up in here.
Now the fans come alive on third down and 10. Motion before the snap. Here it is. Set back in the pocket over the middle. Finds a receiver and tries to make a big hit, but bringing down out of bounds. And I'm sure we'll see a kick here.
Smart play will be to
Stop on
punt
the
it
play
off.
for the Marauders, number 6, Jared Satterfield.
It's going to be 4th and 3. They did a great job of getting close to getting a first down after that huge 15-yard penalty, but those kind of calls are just hard to fight back from.
So now they'll bring out special teams here.
Set to punt number 48, William Hodge.
William Hodge will send this one up and away.
This will actually be the Griffins' first punt of the entire game.
Christian Kemp set up in the backfield. There's one that kind of knuckles a little bit. And it wasn't Christian Kemp, it was Phil Overton taking the ball there and the knee.
First and 10 for the Marauders from the 18-yard line.
So now the Marauders setting up at the 18-yard line have some tough field position to work with. But time is on their side. They have 11:46 to go. Do you suspect the same out of the Marauders here, trying to run the ball, or do you think they'll be passing, trying to get a quick touchdown?
I think they're going to try to score as quick as possible, however they can, and that's probably going to be through the air.
So Page set up for the first play of the drive. He's going to fake the handoff, scramble around in the pocket a little bit, and completely throws it away. And now a flag after the play.
He went for the PA boot there, and
Flag on the play.
We're going to see what this is. By what the crowd says, apparently that was grounding.
he wasn't out of the pocket when he threw away the ball, and there was no clear receiver within the area of the throw, so this should be an intentional grounding. And it appears it will be.
Intentional grounding.
And
Yes,
it was
is.
grounding, Hunter.
Ball be placed at the fat. Lost it down. Second down.
So they're going to start at second down. We'll see where they place the ball. Right on the 10-yard line. So we're going to see about a 1st and 20 here, 1st and 18, 2nd and 18, excuse me. Just as big of a deficit as we saw Seton Hill try and climb out of. Now most certainly trying to go deep. Motion. There's a fake. Just misses the reach of Phil Overton from J.J. Page.
Brings up a 3rd down for the Marauders.
So 3rd down. Let's see what they go for here. I'm sure they'll be trying to get it downfield. They're in some really tough field position. They were in tough field position to start the drive, and they've worked themselves back to an 18-yard deficit for a 1st down, and this is not the way that they wanted to start out this drive. There's the first play you see on your monitor.
Sticks! Back up! Sticks! Back up, Tyrell!
3 seconds left on the clock. J.J. Page over the middle.
Screen pass complete to number 24, Phil Overton.
And Phil Overton's going to bring it down, and they're going to come a little bit closer to the original line of scrimmage here. But still not
Making
enough.
Stop number 8, Terrell Best-Savage.
They're going to bring out special teams and kick this one away. So
52, Dennis Waraboko.
Yeah, you got to hope that Evan here can really conjure up all the leg power he's got and maybe go for a 70-yard boot here.
that was Ardell Brown, played that one perfectly. He finds a hole. He's at the 25, and he's brought down at the 25. So
Punt return by number
a lot of
17,
things
Ardell Brown.
not going Millersville's way here in the 4th quarter, Hunter.
It appears they're just losing all sense of what they had
1st and
earlier.
10
It was
for
a
Seton
great,
Hill from the
great
28-yard
matchup
line.
in the beginning. The defense is still working pretty well, but the offense just can't seem to find a gear to run in.
There is foul on the play. First down, Seton Hill.
So there was a foul, but it's not going to amount to much. Still first down for Seton Hill. I didn't see the flag being thrown.
I did not either.
So the ball's on the 28, on Millersville's 28, that is. Christian Strong, ready for the snap. Set up in the I formation. There's the handoff. Is to McClam, and McClam almost picks up a first down. He's probably going to come up about 3 yards short.
Handoff to number 18, Jarvis McClam. Tackle made by number 23, Alpha Khan.
And now another player down. It's
Timeout for an injury.
this looks like that's number 23. That's Alpha Khan, the defensive back. That's the cornerback, Alpha Khan, excuse me. There's another one of those players that you really don't want to lose on the team is Alpha Khan, and we've seen him come up with a couple of big stops in the end zone for one, and one down the sideline a little bit later than that.
He's one of the defensive star players, and it appears to be his left leg. Might have just landed on weird. I'm not really sure. Might have been cramping up. But he's working that. He's pushing that foot in, so it's definitely his calf. He might have pulled a calf muscle there.
That is indeed Alpha Khan from Dallastown, Pennsylvania, the senior. Playing in his final season for the Marauders football team. So, let's take a little break here, Hunter. Let's talk about the game so far. We had three and a half quarters so far of really good football. I don't think anyone can complain with what they saw today.
Yeah, both teams have been coming out just out of the gates firing as Alpha here stands up and starts limping off the field. But both teams have been playing great football. Both teams have been just on the top of their game, but it appears that in the late stages here, Seton Hill's been able to keep the pace up while Millersville's starting to fall back. And as I said earlier in the show, it's going to be whoever can keep that pace up, keep that momentum going, and it appears Millersville's losing theirs and Seton Hill is grabbing some more.
So Seton Hill, once again, set up in the I formation. We're ready for the handoff. Motion on the play. There it is. Right up the middle, and he's going to find a hole and be stopped. About a yard short of a touchdown. Excuse me. Evan Bird on the carry.
Yeah, that was a great.
Kendall Marks brings him down just short of the goal line.
Great draw play there. Just ran straight up the middle.
This is exactly what head coach Isaac Collins, wanted to see out of his offense. Now the defense is really going to have to step up here.
Touchdown, Seton Hill.
As number 25, David Gutsmore, runs right up the gut and into the end zone.
We have another Marauder down.
Excuse me, that was Khalil Howard,
number
26.
33 that might have appeared to be.
And now we have another player down as the score now goes to 37-24. That's before the field goal. The extra point. And now things are looking quite bleak for the home Millersville Marauders. And that's Sean Dugan. He's been a star today on defense. He's done quite well. It looks like he is going to see the bench here today.
He's able to jog off the field, so
now time for the extra point. Griffin set up. The kick. And it goes through the pylons. It is good. So with that, the score now becomes 38-24. And like I said before, the Marauders now have a real test if they're going to want to come back and win this one.
They got 9 minutes, 43 seconds here to score twice. assuming they make both PATs. And it's going to be a tough one here with the sun setting, sun in their eyes as they're going down the field.
And we're going to see if the Millersville Marauders can make a little bit of a comeback when we come back from commercial. Keep it right here. It's the Griffins 38 and Millersville 24. All right, and welcome back. We're going to start this this drive off with a flag. We'll see what it is.
The ball will be at the 35 again because he kicked it simply out of bounds. And you just can't do that on kickoffs. Got to put it in between play. So
to the 35 they go. Millersville looking to score twice, like Hunter said, seeing that makes both PATs.
Ball be placed at the 30-yard line. First down, Millersville.
You got to think that they'd be throwing the ball a lot now, trying not to run out the clock, trying to milk every single second of every play.
First and 10 for the Marauders, the 35-yard line.
the wind now blowing in the Marauders' face, sun in their eyes. This is the kind of material comebacks are made of, but they can do it. This will be this will go down in history as one of the best comebacks the Marauders have ever done.
So J.J. Page in the offense runs out, getting ready for the first play of the drive. Hopefully the comeback drive. J.J. Page finds himself slipping out of the pocket again. Out to the far side, it's brought down by number 36, Christian Kemp, the kick returner. And that is how we get that one started.
Now at the start of the play, he had a sweeping motion behind the quarterback. Came around the outside, no one seemed to pick him up, and he just ran on the sidelines free. Once he made the catch, he had a defender on him, but no one seemed to pick him up throughout the entire motion.
So now 1st and 10, ball set. Looks like the 45. No, excuse me, I was looking at a totally different play. Set on the 35, 36-yard line. There's Christian Kemp in motion in the backfield. J.J. Page, plenty of time to make a pass into the end zone. It's Kevin Wiggins almost bringing it down.
Kevin Wiggins again breaking free from his defenders and just simply not being able to reel in the catch. I don't know what's going on with this kid this year, but it's not good. That's twice now he could have had a touchdown.
I can't say he was wide open because he definitely was not. He was fighting a couple sets of hands down there.
Men were around him, but he threw that ball right over his shoulder, right in his hands. If he could have just kept it in his hands, that would have been a clear touchdown. Yes, he had pressure, but the pressure was not that tight.
All right, you think they run it again?
They need to keep going to the air because if it's an incompletion, clock stops. If they run it, no matter what, clock keeps going unless they
It's
make
going
it
in the air again. J.J. Page gave a short pass right over the middle. There's a flag on the play.
There's a flag on the play.
Kevin Wiggins slow to
was
get up.
down for a good amount of time there. It looks like he'll be okay. We'll see what the flag is. I'm not sure. Could be holding, but I'm not sure. I'm hearing pass interference from our production team. Hunter, your take?
I didn't see the foul, so I'm not entirely sure what this flag is for. About to find out.
Holding, defense.
And I got everyone. It was a holding call.
Looks like a first down.
And that's how we have our fun here in the fourth quarter, trying to guess what penalty that was.
It's the most fun thing we can do right now when Millersville's down, but
They are making it a bit exciting.
we'll find a way. We'll find a way.
Ball on the 26 now. First down for Millersville, 1st and 10. Now in the air again. There it is. The ball's been stripped. I didn't see that it was stripped. The Griffins look like they're pointing towards their end of the field. We'll wait for a call from the referee.
Complete to 36, Christian Kemp.
No, the pass was completed to Christian
Recovered by
Kemp,
Seton Hill.
and there was no return.
And that
from
might be the
Griffins.
ball
Everyone
game here,
was
folks.
pointing towards the
Ball
Griffin
recovered
side
by
of the field.
22, Seton Hill. Jim Johnson.
Unless Millersville can get it a quick 3 and out here on defense, that might just be the ball game.
And like Hunter said, it's very important that this turns into a touchdown here. That would put Millersville into a situation where they could tie the game. All right, we'll see now. Bunch of receivers set up in the backfield. But nothing there.
And up goes to number 26, Khalil Howard. Step at number 50, Tommy Holloway.
Jaleel Howard tried to carry that one for a little bit. No gain on the play. So now second down.
Attention fans, check your pockets. We found a set of keys for an Infinity with a New Orleans keychain on it. Please go to the track to see an event staff person to claim your keys. Again, instead of missing keys.
Got to get this play rolling here. 9 seconds left on the clock. They get it going.
We'll see at this
Nothing
point they're
there.
going to want to keep trying to just push their way forward. They're going to keep running it, keeping the clock running. They're going to go use all the play clock they have all the way down to the last second to call the play off. Waste as much time as possible and just hope they can keep getting some first downs.
Let's go, Marauder fans, make some noise.
Third down. Ball's on the 13.
And up goes number 28, Evan Bird.
And Evan Bird may have just picked up a first down.
That's first down by a couple, maybe 2, I'd say.
And I think he did.
Plays at Griffin.
Yes, he did.
Chains get moved, and it'll be a first down for the Griffins. 7:23 left to play as we speak here at Beamsturfer Stadium. Has been a long and hard-fought game from both ends.
Yes, it most certainly has. But Seton Hill is on top.
Another running play, as you might expect. Still trying to run out the clock here. I think there's still going to be some time left
And up again, the number
for
28,
Millersville to
Evan
maybe
Bird.
make one more drive. Probably not time for 2 though.
A tackle for the Marauders, number 94, Morgan Fallman.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're going to have enough time for
Second
another
down and
drive,
6.
honestly, if they can stop them, first of all. Because Seton Hill's doing a great job of eating away this clock here and trying to put this game out of reach.
Set up again in the I formation, tries to go up the middle, stopped in the backfield.
And up goes the number 17, Ardell Brown.
Ardell Brown took that one into the backfield, and
Number 18, Jaleel Robinson.
Jaleel Robinson took him down.
As we said earlier in the broadcast,
Now
Jaleel
we'll see
Robinson
where
was
they
the
set
player
the-
of the week last week. So he's proven again why they named him player of the week, defensive player of the week, that is, last week.
Jaleel Robinson, 6'3", 205. You see right there on your screen. Out of Ashburn, Virginia. Went to Broad Run High School there. Big star on that football team.
Flag on the play.
Now flag. As that play gets started.
And offense. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
So 5-yard penalty on offense. So I'll send them back even further. 3rd down. Here comes the pass. Over the top, throws it away. So now we'll go to 4th down. So there will be time to get one more drive in for the Marauders at least.
I've seen crazier things happen in less time, but for these Marauders,
What's your gut feeling say?
they can do it, but will they?
Guess we'll have to wait and find out here on MUTV.
That's right.
4th down.
Punter all the way in the back of the end zone here.
And Phil Overton looks like he'll be setting up to receive this one. That's a good call. He's a little bit short.
Just gonna have time to run this out. Oh, he fair caught it. Call for the fair catch. So we'll get the ball
Phil
to the 50.
Overton didn't see an opportunity to run there. He'll take the fair catch. So you've seen crazier things happen in less time, you say?
Yeah.
On the crazy meter, 10 being the most crazy. What would
For
you say this is?
Millersville University, if they were to come back, it would be an 11.
An 11.
It would be an 11.
Ooh. Well, we're going to find out real soon here if we can get something going. The defense for the Seton Hill Griffins has been outstanding today, especially in the clutch. So if they can stop one more drive here by the Marauders, that could be the ball game. J.J. Page to the near side, breaks 2 tackles, still going. Phil Overton's at the 35, and then brought down at around the 30. So they'll pick up a 1st down.
He just simply trucked through 2 defenders, kept going, was brought down way downfield. Great gain.
Official timeout.
So now we're going to take a timeout here for the officials, that is.
It was a gain of
Millersville's
about
got their-
21.
Millersville's got their big guns on the field at the moment. Overton, Wiggins, J.J. Page, Christian Kemp. They are throwing out all their options at the moment.
Oh, something is.
So
I don't know if that was just something the way Page
there's
was jogging.
Overton
but
on the sidelines. Maybe sporting a little bit of a limp there.
I would not be surprised after that play there.
And he's being assisted to by a part of the training staff. Take a look on at the Millersville huddle. What do you think they're talking about, Hunter?
Talking about how they need to score, obviously. they just need to get down there, put one in, stop them, and get it back. Quite honestly, if they score, I wouldn't be surprised if you're looking at an onside kick quite possibly.
Score's got to happen first. We're going to see if they can put one in the end zone here. Handoff, and it was
And
fumbled,
that's-
and it looks like the Griffins might have recovered the ball.
I believe the Griffins do, and if they do, that is most certainly going to be the game.
Obviously, Millersville pointing towards their
And
side
Griffins
of the
have the
field.
ball.
But I think it might have gone to the Griffins.
It did indeed.
And it did. The line judge is saying it went to the Griffins.
44, Tyler Alpha.
There's number 44, Tyler Offa, who we thought had been ejected from the game, but in fact might have just come up with the stop of the game.
That could quite possibly just be the game right there. And I don't know if the Marauders can have time here. They got three. They only have 2 timeouts left. 4:28 left. And the game plan is going to be safe for the Griffins. Run the ball, run down the clock, and walk out of here with another victory. Millersville's going to have to do something crazy here.
In the first quarter, this had the makings of a really, really good football game. Both teams came out with a touchdown on the opening drive, went back and forth for a little bit. And now, as the game has gone on, the Griffins have looked like the better team every quarter up until now, and they're leading 38-24 with 4:11 left.
Second down and 6.
There's a catch made on the far side and brought up to
Pass complete to number 11.
just
Ty
short of
Short.
the first down.
Brought a tackle made by number 7, Kendall Marks. Brings him a 3rd down and 2 for Seton.
Kendall Marks made the tackle there. He came into this game second on the team in tackles next to Jared Satterfield.
Now, one of the defensemen is limping, so they're going to hand it off still, but
There's a handoff, and he slips through the line a little bit, and maybe some more, and he's finally brought down at the 40, just inches from getting out of that one.
yeah, number 18 for the Marauders,
Stopped on play by number 6, Jared
Jaleel
Satterfield.
Robinson, does not appear to be doing well. He's limping off the field right now.
Griffins first down.
He had an opportunity to make that tackle, but just simply he doesn't seem to be able to move very well.
Griffins buying as much time as they can, now running down the play clock, now at 5 seconds. 4, 3, and they finally get the play started. Run it up the middle, and a gain of about 4, but
And up goes to the
time is starting to
25.
run real
James
short
Goodsmore.
here at Beamsdorfer and for the Marauders, who came into today's game with a 3-game win streak dating back to last year. That was the big story heading into this game for the Marauders, was that they had an opportunity to come close to what they did back in 2002 when they had a 5-game win streak going for them then. And they were looking to go 2-0 for the first time in the first 2 weeks since 2003. So it's been over a decade since they've had quite a run like they've had right now. And first down for the Griffins. We talked a lot about
Tackle made by number 20,
the
TJ
Millersville
Sanchez,
offense in
number
this game.
34,
Kevin
Sean
Wiggins,
Dugan.
talked a lot about J.J. Page. But I don't think we've given enough credit, like I said earlier, to the defense for the Griffins.
Yeah, they came out here strong and never let go of the grass they had over the Millersville offense. They just simply stopped them wherever they tried to go. They went to the air, they stopped them, went to the ground. It took them a bit, but then they finally stopped them. But this definitely been a well-deserved win for the Griffins.
And up again at number 26, Khalil Howard.
Khalil Howard carries that one to
Made by number 34,
about a
Sean
7-yard gain there.
Timeout, Millersville.
And now Millersville will take a timeout, and they got one more left. 1:27 left to play in the fourth quarter. Starting to see some slumped shoulders there on the Millersville sideline with a game that they came into, again, with so much promise. Ends up slipping away from them after the first quarter. Hard to imagine, though, Hunter, when Millersville goes back to work. I'm going to see here at California on the 17th that they won't be re-energized and ready to get back and start a new win streak.
You can only hope. I mean, after this, I wouldn't say it was a defeating loss. It was a well-fought game. They have nothing to be ashamed of, really. Everyone put their heart into this, it would appear, and it wasn't a blowout, that's for sure. So there's nothing to be ashamed of about this loss. It's just they need to pick themselves up and get back on the road and go.
From the looks of it, the Griffins will walk out of this one with a victory as they will go to Kutztown, or they will face Kutztown on the 17th at home. And Kutztown is not a slouch of a team either, so they're going to have to work again 3 weeks in a row. As we mentioned before, the Griffins won their home opener 50-48. Plenty of running around in that one, I'm sure. So they're going to have to work hard again to defeat Kutztown to make this a 3-0 start to their 2016 season.
Stopped well short of that first down.
And up goes number 26, Khalil Howard.
Khalil Howard, the wide receiver running back.
Stop at number 34.
Good
Sean
utility guy
Dugan,
for them,
and
gets
number
taken
50,
down in the
Tommy
backfield.
Holloway.
Timeout, Millersville. That is their final charge timeout of the half.
So Millersville will take their final timeout. Hunter, let's hear from you here. Your thoughts on who might be your MVP of the game.
Definitely going to have to go with Christian Strong. He, quarterback Christian Strong definitely showed up again to play. Last week, like you said, almost 500 yards passing. At the half, he had 143. He was 14 for 24 with no interceptions. He's just been on top of his game and just really showing up and showing Millersville how to play football, really.
So really, Millersville has, again, like you said, this is not a defeating loss for them. This is a loss that they shouldn't dip their heads too far. They had a good game. They played an amazing first quarter. They had a lot of really good drives. Definitely a re-energizer, a wake-up call for them when they go away to California next week. Here's your guy, Christian Strong, going way deep into the end zone and touchdown. No touchdown.
Pass goes incomplete.
The pass is incomplete. I jumped the gun.
Pass intended for number 10, Michael Benton Ferguson.
And that was one of the cornerbacks. I
Batting on the play,
can't
number
see
6,
who it
Jared
was.
Satterfield.
It was Jared Satterfield, the cornerback, who came into the game the leader with 5 tackles, but ends up getting a big one there, at least for him. I can't say much for the team, though, seeing as that probably would have been the knife in the side. That would have been the final straw.
Yeah, that would have been the proverbial nail in the coffin there. There's only 1:11 left, but if they were up by 3, that for sure would have put this game out of reach.
That is their first charge timeout of the half.
This is, in fact, the first meeting between Seton Hill and Millersville, and I'm sure both teams had a good learning experience today.
I'm sure both coaches got some well-needed info to take away from this. New strategies, new tactics, better ways to perform certain plays. And even though Millersville is most likely going to come out of this with a loss, I would say it was still a great learning game. They definitely learned what they can and can't do, what they shouldn't do when. And are definitely going to be able to learn from this and hopefully come back and get another win next week.
All right, let's get this back started again with 1:11 to play here in the 4th. 4th down, they're going to go for it. Lots of motion on the play. Here comes the snap to Christian Strong. Receives it in the backfield, and there's a flag on the play as he throws it up. Looks like a false start.
False start. Number 77 offense. 5-yard penalty. It remains 4th down. Please reset the clock to 1 minute and 11 seconds.
So offense false start there.
Please
5-yard
reset the
penalty.
game clock to 1 minute and 11 seconds.
Reset the game clock here. Here's the snap in the pocket. To the far side, trips and falls, but a gain of about 5 on the play. But that will be it for their drive as they come up short on 4th down. So we'll get one more opportunity to see the Millersville offense out on the field.
1st and 10 for the Marauders.
Now J.J. Page looking to pass. Page gets the ball, fires over the middle, and coming down with the catch is Blake Cahill.
Page's pass complete to number 14, Blake Cahill. 2nd down.
Hurry up offense here. Only 50 seconds left in the game. It's a snap.
Game clock still running. Slips out of the pocket, fires downfield. There's a catch.
Page's pass complete to number 36, Christian Kemp.
And Christian Kemp will come down for that with a 1st down.
Kemp goes out of bounds. Result of the play is a Marauder 1st down.
39 seconds left to play here at Beamsturfer. Another guy set up in the slot behind him. In the pocket, slips out again. J.J. Page looking to run. Now to the far side, gets taken down.
He's in bounds.
Number 15, J.J. Page on the carry.
Why is the clock stop? He's in bounds.
Stop at number 5, Nicholas Boyton.
And there it is. We'll stop the clock there. I'm not sure what happened there.
He
It seemed
spiked
he
the
was in
ball there.
bounds.
He didn't make it out of bounds, so they had to just quick waste
3rd down
the
and 8 for the Marauders.
down and spike the ball, so they could stop the clock.
And the time inching down now. 24 seconds left to play. We've seen it all pretty much this game, Hunter. It's been an up and down roller coaster. Scrambles behind the pocket and taken down in the backfield. J.J. Page has seen his fair share of sacks today.
Page sacked on the play by number 92, Keyshawn T.
Now 10 seconds left to play. 8, 7, now 5. Let's see if they get one more play off here. And that'll be it, folks. That is the game. Seton Hill comes away with a victory on this one. It'll be 38-24. Hunter, any final comments before we send it off here?
Hard-fought game, great game to watch. Tough loss for Millersville.
There you have it, folks. Once again, Seton Hill comes away 38-24 in this one in the first matchup between these two teams at Beamsturfer Stadium. For everyone at MUTV that helped, for Hunter Connolly, I'm Ian Roth. Thanks for tuning in today, and we'll see you next time.